time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Oh, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go viral.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, viral gang? We back at y'all with another one, and I know y'all was waiting to hear from us today. Y'all done been all in the comments, going on old videos. Man, what's going on with Brandon? What's going on with Suspect? We want to know what y'all think about it. Don't trip, we're going to get to that. But before we get to that, allow us to reintroduce ourselves in case you're new around here, because it is a lot of people that's new around here. So, as always, your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, a.k.a. the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. And y'all see what type of time I'm on today, man. Realize. Make ass real again. Everything is real, raw, and uncut. Hold on, y'all think I'm playing with this shit? Everything is real, raw, and uncut. You feel me? That part, pause. I ain't mean to, but
that nigga wild. I gotta pause every motherfucker.
We got bro in the building.
Every episode. Yeah, Long Beach Messiah, man. The great. We here to lead the way, man.
Kali the one, man. Tap in. Viral Way members.
Not the one, not the two, cuz you already know. We here to wake the sheep that sleep. Tinfoil hat gang. Shout out to y'all. Put y'all tinfoil hats on. To everybody out there who been like, man, I'm rocking with y'all for the politics. We got some politics coming for you today. We got some music talk coming for you today. Let's start at the top of the key. Ab-Soul and DJ Akademiks. What's going on?
Is Cuz even a DJ? Has ever been a DJ?
So he was, I guess, in his college days. He did a little bit of DJing, but
he's never been a DJ. He was in
anybody
Discords with Flacco growing up.
Anybody now that got a
it just sound good. It's just the acronym.
Then he did the Warren Chirac. If you cannot spin turntables 1 and 2s, I don't even think you a DJ to me.
Nowadays, niggas don't even do that though.
They get the MacBook and they boop. And I don't consider that to be a DJ, bro. Anybody could do that. You
Is Cub making any beats? Like, that's crazy.
Nah,
but yeah, him and Ab-Soul going at it. Ab-Soul say, when I see Akademiks, I'm going to smack him. Ak, of course, he was at the house off a gallon of Henny, as usual, talking crazy, talking reckless. The thing about him talking crazy and talking reckless, we already know his history. We already know what his body is. You had old boy from Chicago sitting right in front of him. I forget his name. Vic Mensa telling him, you's a bitch. I should slap the fuck out you. You talking about my dead homies. You ain't like that, blah, blah, blah. And we seen DJ Akademiks' response. We seen his aggression levels. It was 0. So I don't know why these niggas get at home and get in front of cameras and then turn Superman. Be the same you that you gonna be in front of these people when they saying what they saying. But Ab-Soul saying he gonna smack him. Ain't Cub blind or some shit? Like, Cub can't even see a nigga you finna smack. So I don't know. Cub got the meta glasses on. He finna push the button. He got the glasses from Munchie B. Shout out to Munchie. You feel me? Because Munchie be seeing all type of shit if you ask me. But what's going on with this DJ Akademiks?
I think they both goofy to me, bro. Me personally. I think niggas still shooting at Akademiks at this point. It's been 10, 12 years. Ain't nobody slapped him yet. Granted, he don't come out the house to get slapped. I think if you gonna do it, just do it. Stop talking about it. Because all it's doing is increasing his ego. And then in this new day and age where the fans dictate what's a W and what's a L, it's looking like an L if you don't actually follow through with what you said. Even the Vic Mensa thing, it's like you sat across from him and told him you wanted to slap him, but you didn't slap him. So to me, it's just like, is that really that tough? You told a nigga you wanted to slap him and you didn't do it. It's just a lot of talking on both ends with no action. I'm not condoning violence, but I just think at this point, shooting at Akademiks is what it is. He gonna say what he gonna say. He gonna do what he gonna do. He gonna stay in the house. Are you really mad or is it just clickbait? Do you want him to respond so y'all can have a back and forth? What is it really? Is it really smoke or is it just for you niggas to just have your name in the media for a couple weeks, get some clout and then it be what it be? Because I haven't seen anybody really run down on him yet. And I haven't seen him do nothing yet either. The way he talking to Ab-Soul, like, I'll end you. I'll send you to heaven pretty much if you try to raise a hand to me, we know that's cap too. So it's just goofy shit on both sides to me.
Cub be talking wild, and maybe he know he got security, all this stuff, and this is why the lines that blur so far between the internet. But I think it was a smart move for Ab-Soul. He's like, because this dude always running his mouth about people, so by him mentioning him, he knew he was gonna mention him on his stream and keep his name relevant and involved. And he probably really feel that way, but it's gonna catch up with a nigga one day. You can't talk this tough, but sometimes you just got to let the niggas play out and simmer out, because one day it's gonna come. The universe ain't gonna allow you to be talking so tough for so long without having to prove it. So I do see it, like you said, you can hide in the house. It's gonna be that one day on some Final Destination shit where you step out the house on some other shit and somebody really smack the shit out you. So I don't like Cub. Cub been doing crazy shit, and we actually experienced Cub in real life. Cub energy was not like that. So, you know what I mean? Niggas be nice in real life. So I don't understand why niggas get behind a computer. And I do understand why they do it. For debate. It's computer warriors. We know what that is. A nigga has never probably been in a fight in his life, besides with a bitch. But other than that, it's like these niggas, you disrespecting Nipsey, you disrespecting Vaughn, you disrespecting all these people. Somebody is going to see about it. It's not going to keep going this way. And niggas be thinking because they get that bag and think they out of reach. Nigga, you still got to move around this earth. So we'll see.
Yeah, saying he was going to unalive him and send him up there with Pop Smoke and all that, that was just a little Salt Bay on top of the steak. You feel me? For the algorithm. But I'm going to go ahead and say that the boy is clout chasing. I'm going to say Ab-Soul clout chasing. We've seen Ab-Soul do a number of things he's not usually known for doing ever since he lashed out with the tweets. Because what did Ak do? Maybe I'm out the loop. To warrant you to say you're going to smack him when you see him.
I think
Nigga, Ak got so much Kendrick hate. He talk about the West so much.
This is what I'm saying. He's been doing that for the longest. The entire beef, he was going crazy. Not until Ab-Soul pops out and says, where's my tour? SZA on tour, Kendrick on tour, Schoolboy got off a tour. Everybody getting tours but me. They tell him, man, you need to go out and keep banging, nigga. Your name ain't ringing enough. But since boom, he pop out with Joey Badass, do the freestyle. Boom, now he talking about smacking niggas. When Ab-Soul ever start talking about smacking niggas?
Even if he ain't or he didn't. But since they've been beefing with Joey Badass, Ak has been running his mouth about niggas on the West Coast. And that includes him. So he's responded.
When has he not? When has he not?
I know, but it doesn't matter. But Ab-Soul is involved. He potentially was one of the first people that was involved in that Joey Badass stuff by him going up there and doing that.
So why not say that early on when he first started?
Because this is his first diss track.
Yeah, this is Ab-Soul.
This is Ab-Soul first response to Joey Badass.
That was a Joey Badass response.
It was a Joey Badass response, and since Joey Badass dropped that, Ak has been having a lot to say about niggas that's been rapping. So he's in that category. So this was a response to that.
That beef is over with, though.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's a clout chase. That beef been gone. Nobody paid attention to what he did. Everybody looked at what he did like, what the fuck you on? What side you on? Pick a side.
This is a real diss track. That wasn't no real diss track. I feel like.
No, I agree with you. I think this is his real response. But to me, it's too late. Like the Rayvon 20, the 20v1 or whatever you want to call it. That already happened. Joey came out with the West Coast type beat, killed niggas, and it's over with.
How do you give a real response after you stood in front of a nigga and battled him in real life? Then you went to the studio and made a track? That's even more goofy.
It ain't, because Joey Badass went in the studio and made a track too.
Yeah, but Joey Badass was making a track to everybody.
I don't think he...
Not just singling out Ab-Soul.
Yeah,
but you stood in front of a nigga, battled a nigga, and then went back to the studio.
I don't think he said nothing about Soul either in none of them diss tracks.
Right.
It was just really Rayvon, Daylight, AZ Chike.
Yeah, because now he already kicked it off, and now he's just responding to everybody else. The only difference is Soul didn't have a million niggas to go after like he did.
Man, Soul trying to get a tour date.
Even if he is trying to get it, I'm not mad at him. Niggas is making Akademiks is keeping his shit off these rappers and talking crazy about these niggas. And the one time he say something about this nigga that everybody know this nigga be jumping out the window, it's like, it don't matter, cuz like, the shit Soul been doing ain't been working. So I'm not mad at Cub for even doing that.
I guess I'm not mad at it. I just want to know, and I guess it keeps more the mystique around it if we don't know if it's real smoke or not. Because I'm looking at it like I said, like at this point, are you actually mad? Do you just want your name in the news cycle? Like,
even if he's mad or not, Y'all hear academics talking about all these dead niggas and talking about you sprinkling and this and that is bait. He clout chasing then. If that's the case,
Of course, we know he gonna
so
say
why
anything to
be
stay in the
why?
media.
So don't be mad at Soul for doing the same.
I'm
shit.
not mad at him. I'm just calling a spade, nigga. It looks like you're clout chasing. We've been watching
We know-
you your whole career. You've never mentioned slapping anybody. All of a sudden, DJ Akademiks, I'm gonna slap you when I see you. Number one, I think Cub blind and can't really see Cub.
So why?
Number
even,
two, you ain't never gonna see Cub.
So if
it's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. If he blind, we know what's going on then.
Like, was that a metaphor? Like, I'm gonna slap you when I see you.
Think you know that
Knowing
wasn't a
you
damn
not finna
metaphor.
see Cub.
This nigga crazy.
What the fuck is Cub?
The hate for soul is crazy.
It ain't no hate.
Yes,
It's
it
like,
is.
stay on your
if-
P's and
Nigga gotta-
Q's, cuz. Because if that's the case, nigga, it's a lot of niggas over there you got to start slapping. And to everybody out there, if you planning on slapping somebody, don't give them the heads up that you're
Yeah,
going to
that's-
slap them, nigga. Why would you let your opponent know, when I see you, I'm going to slap you? No, when you see him, you just supposed to get the slapping. So now he going to make sure you never see him. So to me, even that is low key. You telling the nigga so a nigga really don't run into you, but it look like you talking crazy to a nigga, because a nigga who really plan on slapping a nigga is not gonna tell you. He gonna see you at one of these award shows, red carpets, backstage, something. You gonna be like, oh, my nigga sold. Bam.
And I feel like that don't work with Axe fans no more because again, they looking at it like, oh, W for Axe because you didn't do it. So now you just look like you just talking and you're not really about what you say you about. If we're looking at it as a serious, situation, like it is real and it's not just for clout to me.
Absolutely. Back to the drawing board, gang. We support you over here, but back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think, like I said, he came too late with the Joey diss. He's trying to do certain things to, like you said, maybe get his name in the media. It's working, but I don't,
If we talking about it, did it work?
it's working.
No, if you don't get a tour date, it didn't work.
I didn't say just a tour date, but we're talking about it. Y'all keeping his name in the media.
Talk is cheap. Cause get the tour date or that shit didn't work.
Act don't do nothing but talk. This shit he getting bankroll off
But
that
he getting
motherfucker.
paid. Absol is not.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it worked because we talking about him, but again, it's like, does it get him what he wants at the end of the day? We'll see. I don't know if he has another project or something come up or he just wanted to get his diss track out there, but even that was there at the top of the morning and niggas ain't even talking about it no more. So,
Man, what y'all think
Right.
about people trying to get these reaction channels and these reaction pages zapped? You know, don't panic
I think it's some lame shit.
and overly invested.
That's some
They've been
light-skinned shit to keep it
trolling
100.
Keem like
Some light-skin
crazy.
shit is crazy.
They've been trolling the false prophet like crazy. Keem been a meme every day of the week. I never even seen this many drunk scenarios in TV shows and movies. They pulling up Stone Cold Steve Austin, ordering 35 beers with Keem face on there. Then I see Mac Wop in the background. I'm like, oh, these niggas getting creative.
Keem, he
Keem
got
jump
you.
out there saying, hey man, y'all better screenshot all the content you like on their pages. I'm finna get it zapped. Then he threw T-Rail name in there talking about he was getting pages zapped. I seen him talking about it today on Don't Panic's page, ironically. What y'all think about that?
Nigga said, I made a call and I was on that phone. I had to chill out. I'm like, who's he talking to? What Jewish nigga do you know that's finna get bro's page out of here? I'm really wondering.
That nigga was drunk as hell when he said that shit.
He's
was
sick.
faded.
He tried to put that narrative on me. They bleeding his ass. They got him sick.
In the bottom of the
Yeah.
bottle.
Messiah
That's
put the
crazy.
little B curse on him.
I told
Nah.
y'all, cups and prayer hands in the chat.
It wasn't that. It backfired. He put that shit in the universe, and they've been on his ass.
Cups and prayer hands in the chat. He tried to get slick. Walk on the stream with the green juice. Walk off stream.
Crazy.
Nigga had a gallon of Taka vodka, nigga. That nigga Mac Wop said, nigga, got him, spot him, got him, nigga. What was you doing?
Well, once he just owned it, it'd be over with. That's
He
but
did.
it's,
Y'all didn't see him? He sick.
Nah,
he was
I
sitting with
seen
bottles
it,
and
but
all
it's
that.
low key too late because once you threaten the nigga page off, it's like, oh, you and your feelings. You be dishing out all this jokes to niggas, and now somebody got to your ass. You ready to get Johnny on them?
Yeah, they got him. Keem, they got you, bro.
That's
You might want to
crazy.
duck off for a little bit.
Nah, he good, but it's just like they got to him.
I'm
though.
just
That
saying,
was-
with all the roasting and the clowning that he be doing, to react like that is like, hold on, cuz. You can't take it, don't dish it.
Yeah.
Good for the
Think he
geese,
play-
good for the gander.
You think he just playing into it? Because that's kind of what he's saying.
He ain't
Nah,
playing
he ain't
into it.
playing
He was
into
sick,
it.
nigga. He was all in the comments, everything,
Crashing.
nigga.
He in the comments crashing out. Nigga, where you at, nigga?
Calling cuz a geek, all type of shit. Show your face, nigga. I don't know who my enemy
They
is.
did make bro FaceTime him though. They did.
Oh,
Nah,
the
that was
hood.
old. That was old.
That was old.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was new. I'm like, damn.
Nah,
nigga,
because you know how you be
FaceTime
drunk and you see some shit and just go off the rail. That's what Cub be doing. That nigga be done streaming, cuz see some shit drunk as hell and just get the typing shit. Wake up sober, like, damn, I said all that. Trooping the details, cause I was walking him down.
That's a cold game.
Forward motion,
Yeah.
nigga.
Thomas man wins.
Call
Yeah.
it sober man wins.
Yes, prayer hands and cups.
Prayer hands
nigga.
and cups in the chat, cuz. He tried to say I really be faded. Oh yeah, I know Viral be drunk off cam, nigga. No, nigga.
He trying to find any ammo on the nigga. Hey, cuz, truth for the details. He's scared to go at you. Cuz, he spooked.
They try that divide and conquer shit.
Yeah.
Talking about, yeah, we're your big bro.
Yeah, this nigga crazy. Yeah, knowing damn well. That nigga
No,
wild.
damn well, Cub, my younger brother. This nigga crazy.
Shout out to Keem, man.
Shout out to Keem. We gonna pray for you, Cub. Water bottles in the chat. nigga. This what you
Hey,
need.
cuz, put the
Green
green
juice.
juice on. God, try to act. He started doing push-ups and shit. God, try to act like he was on a bus then. God damn. Hey, this nigga, that nigga Magwap the funniest nigga alive, cuz. That nigga is comedy.
They all reacted to it.
Facts. That nigga Magwap is the funniest
Shout
nigga
out to
alive.
Magwap, fool.
Y'all don't miss a damn thing.
Bro really like set the camera up.
He wild for that.
I think he was in his building, like in the walkway. So you know Cub wasn't really busting down. He was in the walkway of the building. Did about 25, cut the cam, like, all right, cool. Uploaded that shit, went in the house, nigga, poured another cup, nigga. Poured like 3 more shots after them push-ups, nigga.
I'm like, damn, they really got to my boy. Stay strong, man. Yeah.
Man, when you setting up fake workouts, cuz, you know it's like, you might need to take a break, gang. You might need to just log off social media for a while.
It's ugly, huh?
It's ugly.
I had the green juice mixed with the vodka.
He had the taka and the green juice. It's crazy.
Oh,
Now, that's some
man.
forward motion for your ass. Staging workouts and fake smoothies is crazy.
That's nuts.
Pray for Keem, y'all. What's the word? Oh, you good? All right. But yeah, man, what else going on out here? It's a lot of drama going on. We trying to wait for the special guest we got pulling up, so I'm going to save the Donald Trump stuff. They had your boy, Larry Hoover.
They freed him.
They free, yeah.
Nah, they ain't free
They didn't
nothing.
free him.
Oh,
I-
nah, he approved it or something,
I think
didn't
he
he?
still
Oh,
got
yeah.
his state charges. or
Okay,
something like
so
that.
he basically, I seen Kodak Black got pardoned for some stuff, but
Nah, the NBA young
NBA
boy.
young
Oh,
boy.
NBA Youngboy, excuse me. I got Kodak confused with NBA Youngboy.
He did. He got Kodak out of jail a minute ago.
Yeah, Kodak got the pardon. So Trump just been on like a pardon spree, but he didn't pardon Larry Hoover. I think what he did was he got rid of the federal stuff because he had like 7 life sentences or something crazy.
Mhm.
But he still had life in the state. So he got rid of all the federal stuff, but he still got like 200 years in the state. But now he's eligible to go up to the board, to go up to the
Parole.
parole board
Okay.
and basically plead for his innocence to get out.
That's still fucked up because you should have just got him out if that was the case. You should
Right.
you should have just released him in general because what the fuck are they gonna do with 200 years if y'all ain't been ready to let him go? It's like he been down long enough.
He commutes federal life sentence. So he commuted his federal life sentence, but didn't pardon the state because he should have just pardoned the state. I just seen him pardon some sheriff or something for some other shit. So to me, that was like a semi-clout chase move to get more good graces from the black community.
Probably.
Like, I'm gonna get rid of the feds, but meanwhile, you got 200 years state. The
I said-
nigga
I
did
said-
like 50 years already, though.
And what's crazy, you see him do stuff like shout out to Young Boy. That's good. I'm happy that happened for him. But it's real people in the state that could be pardoned. Like he already on the streets, even though like we see him on. He gets to tour and do everything else. But it's real people that's down for stuff that should be out that you need to be looking into.
Okay, so if you don't know who Larry Hoover is, he's the founder of the GDs, the Gangster Disciples. He has served over 3 decades in solitary confinement at ADX. So if you don't know, that's the most secure prison on earth, pretty much. That's where they put you when they don't want nobody to find you. It's out in the middle of nowhere in Florence, Colorado. So he been there in solitary confinement basically for 3 decades. He's 74. If you was gonna pardon the man, you should have just let him out on the street, let him die in the streets. To me, that was a slap in the face. I'm 74. Life expectancy is 75. You can't give me another year on the streets?
Playing with people, but
You don't think it'll help? You don't think it'll
shit.
help though?
oh shit!
Whoa, whoa.
Come on, come take a seat.
Come on, take a seat, cuz.
Speaking of the devil,
Speaking of the devil, let me get this camera view right.
he said, "Fix the camera, boy."
My boy Brandon in the
The
building.
most violent nigga in these motherfucking YouTube streets right now. This nigga just went on a whole motherfucking YouTube tour in 24 hours. Man. If it ain't Brandon, aka Uncle Ruckus, aka No Jumper Shutter, aka Most Hated. It's a cold game right here, boy.
Now we know this what you came for. Is this what you want? I gotta get that on the. Y'all already know what's going on. It ain't even no reason to introduce, or I'm introduced anyway. We got Uncle Ruckus, formerly known as Brandon over there at No Jumper. He just got suspect fired, or suspect got himself fired. However y'all wanna look at it. So we're gonna break down exactly what happened and what led up to this. And we're gonna get Ruckus' side of the story because we all seen the footage already. The screen went black, so we want to know what happened when the screen went black. They've been throwing our name in the mix, so we had to get you up here because we wasn't even gonna talk about it, react to it, or nothing. But 5 minutes after you left the studio, I seen your ass on live talking about it. So I said, well, we might as well run it up because we ain't no reaction channel and we ain't gonna be long drawn out with this. But just a little backstory. We all did No Jumper. You had a debate with Lush One. At the end of the debate, I came out to say, hey, why don't we have a debate with Ruckus and Almighty? They keep throwing shots in the media back and forth. I'm, for one, am tired of it. Let's just sit them down in front of each other. They two grown men. It'll be good for content. We'll even come mediate and make sure nothing happened. Lush said, cool, I'm going to set it up. So that was the last word we got, was it was going to be me, bro, and Brandon against Lush and Ruckus. I go to sleep. A couple days later, look up. Suspect. It's Lush and Suspect and Ruckus there, Brandon on his own. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I'm going to let you take it from there.
Hey, yeah, that Lush had hit me up about would I be down to sit with Suspect on a show. Probably just took the idea from what y'all said, what y'all suggested, and thought I could do this on my own. So they tell me, I said, I'm cool with it. You know, I ain't worried about the nigga like that. And then apparently he agreed to it too. But once we got there, we go in the lobby area, and bro in there talking, Bizarre, the dude from D12 is there, and a bunch of other dudes is there. And bro immediately start kind of like trying to talk trash.
Did you feel like you was backdoored?
No, I didn't feel like I was backdoored.
So let me ask y'all this: when y'all seen each other, what was that? When y'all seen each other, did y'all just ignore each other and then just go sit down, or did y'all proceed? Y'all didn't say nothing, no words was exchanged.
We didn't just ignore each other because Donnie, the producer, he came and was like, "Do you want to go in through the back? So like when you go in the back room, you'll already be in there when everybody walks into the back room." So
you know these Negroes can't never be on time. You know these Negroes ain't never on time. Pardon me, y'all. Let me get the set right. All right, we back. So before we got so rudely interrupted, let's jump right back into where we left off.
Hold on. You got to delete something. 28 minutes.
Oh, what the fuck?
Something's gonna have to get deleted.
But I thought you deleted everything.
You know what? We can run through it, and then whenever it's zero
All
out,
You gonna fuck around and forget.
No, because it's gonna chop. But yeah, let's pick up where we left off, man. We had to get the set right, had to fit everybody in here. So as y'all all know, Uncle Ruckus, aka Brandon, been up at No Jumper, being an agent of chaos. He been up there causing division, tricking people out their spot. So he goes up there. gets into it with Suspect over something that was literally frivolous. He asked him if he said the N-word with the hard ER. Suspect was being his usual self, turned up on Brandon. He thought he was just a little fat goofy he could pick on. Brandon, unbeknownst to Suspect, trains, does MMA, does this, does that. And against our advice, he told the world. So Suspect picked that up, and it's been downhill ever since. And you went up to No Jumper. We was all supposed to have a debate against Lush and Suspect, and it turned from us having a debate and being the moderators to you being up there on basically a 2v1 versus Lush and Suspect. Bizarre was in the building, and the situation got real bizarre. So what happened? Because when I seen that, me and bro was like, they had to have talked on camera. There's no way they got in the same room on the same stream and they didn't talk beforehand, because it was too much. Use a bitch ass nigga. I'ma fuck you up when I see you. Use a bitch ass. It was too much of that back and forth for y'all to just sit down and pod. But I guess that didn't happen. So y'all let us know what happened.
Well, that was one-sided. You a bitch ass nigga, I'ma F you up when I see you. That was Suspect saying all that stuff because that's all he could do is talk, run his mouth nonstop. But yeah, I definitely feel like Lush took y'all idea and ran with it. And so they asked me, I said, cool, I'm down with it. And then they asked him and he said he was cool with it. So no punches have been exchanged or nothing like that. So I didn't think none of it. Plus, I'm truly not worried about this nigga Suspect. Like, I don't feel threatened by that nigga or nothing. So if he's gonna be there, how does that affect me? That's like a dog being concerned with a flea on his nutsack or something. Like, okay, whatever. So, because I'm coming to pod. Niggas is coming to do whatever they think they gonna do. So basically we in there. Hey, honestly, when I first walked in, the niggas said, Donnie said, do I want to go in through the back? I said, no, I'm good. I walk in the lobby. He's in there. He's talking to Bizarre. He's starstruck, talking about his history of drug addiction. Like, it was bad. So I'm sitting there not saying nothing. Then he say something like, he always try to make these like side little comments about me, I guess. And so I'm just sitting there and I'm saying something to Donnie. And he's like, nah, who he talking to? Something. I said, nigga, I'm talking about you and any other nigga who fall under what I'm talking about.
So this is before y'all get on camera?
Before we get on camera. But clearly, if the nigga want to do something, he could have did something right then.
So when he turned up right there,
he only does that shit for the cameras.
Let me ask you. So when he turned up right there, why y'all didn't just go outside?
No, he was way across the room, and he's like, oh, he ain't talking to me. And I'm like, nigga, I'm talking to you and any other nigga that, you know, is up in here that this applies to. Because the nigga doesn't want to fight. I keep telling everybody that. Like, there's so much opportunity to just fight. But I'm not coming here like, I walked in No Jumper, now I'm about to just take off on a nigga. I'm just like, I don't come for that. You claim to come for that, but ain't never trying to run up on a nigga or nothing. So everything calms down. He started talking about his drug addiction to them niggas, and they talking about all the drugs they did. I don't do drugs, so I ain't got nothing to add to that. So then they like, let's get started. I'm talking to the producers, trying to get rid of some topics. That's bullshit, right? So we go in the back. Everything is seemingly cool. We throwing a shot or two at each other, whatever. And that's really how I took it. Like, oh, he gonna say some slick shit. Then I'm gonna say some shit, and it's gonna be a little skirmish of words, and then we'll get back to the topics. Bro just had one joke, you're gay, this type of thing. I'm like, oh, so this nigga got no jokes. So
they said you had the booty shorts and all that shit.
Yeah, that's it. But hey, who gives a fuck, right? Like, I don't care about that. I wore them, but I had my squabble fit on just in case I had to get down with a nigga. I'm gonna be real with you.
See, but to say all of that and y'all don't squabble, it's like y'all had words exchanged already in the beginning.
Right.
So the energy is already high. So to even go in there and just like, okay, fuck it, I'm comfortable. You got to know that this is going to occur. Y'all already escalated one time. It's like, I just think sometimes if it's not that serious to where y'all gonna go squabble, then leave it alone. Y'all shouldn't even got to a damn argument in the first place. But in my opinion, it should have just been a squabble, then we go pod. Like sometimes you fight a nigga, y'all might respect each other more after that. Y'all might even be able to be cool and be podding. But to go in there and y'all know it's an elephant in the room, it's like it's just a bomb, like C4 waiting to blow up.
But you're a mature person. When you're dealing with an immature little bitch like him, he don't think like that because he's scared. If you and another nigga was like, we gonna just catch a fade, it's a fade, that's the end of it or whatever. This man don't even want to get to that point. He don't want to exchange no blows. He wants to try to argue you into submission like a bitch. And so with me, I said, bro, listen, we had all the time in the world to set up something to fight. If we not gonna fight, just stop talking about fighting. That's what I said.
Hold on, when you got there and y'all had the back and forth, did you offer him a fade? Like, look, bro, this done went too far. We finna go pod. Let's just go get this out the way real quick so we can dead it. You can get it off your chest. I get it off my chest because you came with the outfit on. Obviously, you came ready thinking that it was
In
gonna be
case something
something.
might happen.
No, not in case. I mean, at this point, he's agitating the situation. You're agitating the situation.
Right.
We told you to stop talking about the nigga. We didn't talk to him because I don't know the nigga, but we told you, like, hey, don't even talk about the nigga no more. Even when we was up there, we were telling you, like, hey, don't even talk about that nigga no more. When you see him, just do whatever y'all gonna do if it got to that point. So when we watching it, we like, why are y'all in there if y'all hadn't had that conversation? Because you know how he is, and you being supposed to be the intellect and older than him, why even engage in that? Because if he's here and you're supposed to be here, the second you start playing his game, you
go
bring
on his
yourself
level.
down here.
But how old do you think this nigga is? This nigga 30 years old, bro. He ain't no 19-year-old kid.
I know that,
So-
but I'm saying you still being his elder, and then from a maturity level, we can see he's still 19.
I've made it clear. I'm not coming up here to fight or none of that with nobody. I've said that countless times. So if you already know I'm not coming up here to fight, the only nigga bringing up fighting is him. So I'm saying, if you want to fight, we can fight. But if you don't want to fight, just stop talking about fighting.
No, that's what I mean. I mean,
That's me being the elder in the situation. Like,
nah, I mean the back and forth y'all had. Once the jokes start cracking and then they started to get personal, it was like, okay, at this point, we know where it's going. That's why on the live, I said if me and bro was there, that would have never happened.
But that's what I'm trying to
Because
tell
we
you.
read in the room, they're gonna amp y'all up for content.
But the thing
we gonna be like, look, bro,
the thing with him,
dead this now or y'all just get down.
the thing with him, I know how you is. It's to the point where it's like, it don't matter what's said, you're not going to lose your cool because you're just going to come back with the same energy with more words and leave it at that. But even in that situation, you know that it's only going to last for so long. At least not on your end. You like, well, I ain't going to be the one to get up and initiate it. So if you really that mad, then get off where you mad
and
at.
I never jumped up nothing until he did something. My whole thing is this, bro. We podding, so I do like to keep the energy light. Our niggas could be how they want to be. But Lush was supposed to be the moderator. You got other niggas in there, and Hefe, all them. Them niggas could be like, hey, just talk to him. You don't really got to worry about me. I self-manage. I can control my own emotions. But if y'all know a nigga doing that, okay, you got the fucking engineer sitting right here. You got, I think it was Donnie. You got all these niggas that's no jumper. I don't work for no jumper. Y'all see the nigga getting riled up. Y'all just sitting there like, ooh, what's going to happen? So at that point, I'm looking at it like I have no obligation to say or do anything. My only obligation is if the nigga touch me, I'm going to touch him back. Or if he run up on me or walk up on me, I'm going to do something. I don't have a problem with what happened at No Jumper.
Hey, Ruckus, you my boy. You like a brother to me now, nigga. We all viral way at the end of the day. I feel like with you, by you being older, all that was on you. It was lack of awareness of you going up there with nobody. On top of that, too, as smart as you are, rep Pan-Africanism. And on top of that, too, you one of the smartest brothers I know. From when I first looked at the show, I couldn't tell who was going at it with who. And from the people that we know, that know you, you look like an idiot just like he did, fam. You low-key devoured, you lowered your level dealing with that. On top of that as well, fam, you gonna need to get that out the way. Y'all already know it's already built up tension. We can be boys after we get this out. Bro, he done disrespected you, called you out your name. And then on top of that, too, I felt like the whole room was low-key against you. You didn't even peep that where all the jokes was targeting you. No,
care.
listen, let me finish, fam. I'm your homie.
Yeah.
On top of that, bro, if we crack jokes amongst us, that's jokes amongst us. It ain't going nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? It's all in love. With them, it was straight malicious. Like attack Brandon as soon as we come in. The Dookie Daisy Duke shorts, it was on everything. They was clowning you. And it was like you couldn't even if you was to crack jokes on everybody in that room, you didn't even have a chance of even winning that situation, bro. You walked in like in the beast of the belly, fam, with no protection, no backup, anything. And you knew something like that was gonna happen, dealing with somebody that you even haven't addressed the situation with.
Right.
I think you enjoyed it though, because in my opinion, like I see what you're saying now on the aftermath, but watching it, it's like I think you enjoy getting under his skin.
You like agitating
There's
people.
nothing
like
wrong
doing
with
it.
like.
Yeah.
Now you
I
definitely
don't feel no kind of way about none of it. Like, y'all be like, they're doing this to you. Bro, first of all, I don't engage with it on that level, like to where I'm taking it personal. On top of that, like, I'm not the nigga who lost my job and can't feed my kids.
So you don't care the fact.
So I didn't lose anything. I
That's
lost some
cool.
time.
That's
it.
cool.
I
But
didn't
you
lose time.
So you don't care about Cuz spitting on you or none of that shit?
Yo, when he spit at, so apparently it got on my pants from the
I
video.
know apparently that shit got on you. Cuz.
They put the
I saw it.
spit in slow motion.
Nah,
There
we
three
seen
big
it,
ass
yeah.
loogies.
And it's like a nigga even spit in your direction is like all bets is
Right,
off.
right.
That's probably more disrespectful than the nigga slapping.
But when
you.
he did that, what did I do?
No, we know you went at him, but I'm saying like he wasn't supposed to leave that building till he got touched. It's like it's no way. I don't give knife. Okay, cool. You gotta put that knife away at some point. I'm finna sit right here until we get. It ain't no leaving. It's no nothing. So that's what we watching.
But
like
if
you let the nigga leave.
But here's the thing, though. Them niggas are gonna call the police, bro. That's basically what they was gonna do. It was like you can, please, the security guard was like, can you please just like go? Cause I really can't hold you back like that. And then like, if y'all like don't leave, I'm gonna have to call the police.
Can I ask you a question?
So, bro,
if you would have took Messiah advice, like say if y'all would have slap box, went body, or just got a cool fade out,
Went
do you
body.
think that's, man, clearly he's young, so I don't know how this cat is. I'm
he's
just going,
scared,
it
nigga.
don't even matter. But if you would have got that out the way, do you feel like he would have ultimately disrespected you by spitting on you? If you would have just got that out the way, just like, look, before we even start this podcast, I low-key need that.
I'm gonna be real with you. A nigga like that, you never know because these people are content brain, bro. They're thinking of anything they could do to get some clicks and views. Bro has no talent. He runs his mouth nonstop. He don't add nothing. He's not that intelligent. He's drug addict. So if this is the only thing you bring to this situation, you're always gonna be a nigga that can do a roundhouse kick and that's all he got. What do you think you gonna do? You go roundhouse kick, nigga. You ain't got nothing else. So maybe because I feel like they're always. The thing with no jumper is like you fell upward. So if you fuck up real bad, it's a chance that Adam could say, shit, I made a bunch of money off you. I'll keep you. And that's what I think he was going for. Let me just crash out so hard that Adam is like,
I'm
fuck Brandon, let me keep this
gonna
nigga.
keep it G. Like we've potted with Lush and it was smooth with Cuz. Like even when y'all first got into it, I'm like, damn, how you get, no, not Lush, I mean Suspect, my bad. I'm like, how he get into it with Suspect, but then I know you would get under somebody's skin on purpose. So we know that those things happen, but it's just about the emotional intelligence is in a different place. So regardless of, I ain't saying it's nobody's fault, but all that could have just been prevented. And that's not a good look of a nigga spitting on you, no matter how much you want to think. This shit gonna be on the internet forever.
True.
And not even on top of that. And then they had you on there talking about, look, Cuz got the shit. Like, that was crazy.
And Hefe literally was like, bro, pulled out a knife. Bro got a knife, brought a knife to a Muay Thai fight. I mean, I'm not looking at that like, what I'm looking at is, y'all don't see what I see on the backside. So like, when I'm getting like 1,000 messages, bro, I love what you doing up there. You did the right thing, da-da-da-da. Bro, it's the new era at No Jumper.
You still slipping. You gave up your information by letting him know you're trained. You got like 100 pounds over this cat. Okay. Of course he's supposed to have a poker on you now that he knows this information. Your big ass is not about to run up on him and giving him a fair fade,
I don't think I don't think me being bigger than him means anything because he's scared of DC Baby Draco and that nigga's not big.
Yeah, but this
don't want to engage with nobody except for a significantly smaller person or a female.
right. But knowing that, why even continue to poke at Cuz? Knowing that,
But
it's
how
like
did I continue to poke at him?
So
you're poking at Cuz.
So you're
for sure.
happy at the results, like Kali just said. So you're enjoying this right now. You're enjoying no matter what if it's negative or positive, long as it's keeping you in the algorithm right now. You're cool with everything
What's
that went
negative about it for me?
I don't think you'll say it, but
A nigga spitting on you is negative, Cuz. We got to keep that shit 100.
I don't think you'll say it, but you said something on your live about ego, right? I think that was a big part to play even for you because even though there was moments where I felt like you were controlling him, he was controlling you as well in your reaction. I feel like that's why it kept going because both of y'all egos was at play where it was like, you like, yeah, I'm
I
getting
want the
your
last
skin,
word.
and I'm joking, but you are clowning me and it is touching me a little bit where now I got to shoot back and then it's going to go to where it's going to go. Where you was even like, nigga, I'm from Long Beach, nigga. You can pull anybody from Long Beach could look up my record and I ain't lost the fade and whoopty went. So y'all
I
was
said all that. I don't
yeah,
remember.
you was
Okay.
so y'all was talking like
Y'all was both in y'all ego bag.
yeah. Y'all was both in it where I feel like that also, played into it. So I think you kind of mirrored him, like for what you said on your live, you pretty much mirrored him as well.
Well, that's what they train me
in
to.
that same thing.
That's what they train me to do in my job. You know what I'm saying? You got to sometimes imitate and mirror people to kind of help them see, like, damn, it's an ignorant situation. But many times in that situation, I also said, let's just get back to the topics.
You did?
I said
No,
that
you did.
many.
No, you did do that.
I said that many times, bro. So I was trying to like dissipate the situation. Like, let's just get back to the topics. I'm telling you, the issue was Lush was not the person to moderate that sit down. It could have been anybody.
I feel like
he
Lush
should have been the A mic.
I feel like Lush. First, I thought
He's
they was
scared of
backdooring you.
suspect,
No,
man.
first I thought they was backdooring you. Then I'm like, okay, this might have been a play to backdoor suspect because him and Lush got into that fight, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You go viral for getting knocked out, you ain't forgetting
Niggas
that.
still be holding on
He's
to
still
shit.
holding on to something because the way Lush was a little celebrating today with Comparada up there, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
No, I
did
said
Lush
this
set
the
play up,
happiest
cuz?
Lush ever was.
What the fuck? This
I
nigga, they
said,
had
them
that
niggas
nigga in a
cold.
freeze shot, like before it went black. That nigga Lush was smiling ear to ear, looking like the Joker, like cuz said.
Hey.
He was
But the
loving
reason-
it. He was loving it for both ways because now he's closer. And now anybody that comes in, Lush is gonna be like the more predominant person that's been on No Jumper because damn near everybody that was there in the beginning is gone. And it's like he got somebody that knows something with you, and now you feel like okay, Almighty is out the way. But
I
it's
think
just
that's true too. But I think Lush just like kind of to Brandon's point, he just really out of everybody in the room, really, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, just had the least amount of control or would have had the least amount of control over.
But
the
it's not
situation.
about controlling it. You could blame you saying like far as control, you knew suspect don't like you. It wasn't
wasn't
couldn't
no
have,
secret.
it couldn't have been nothing else that was gonna happen out of that.
situation could have been deaded with a nigga simply saying, all right, man, look, we not doing that. We doing something. Because you can see with suspect, he gets so much in his ego, it's almost like he's hoping somebody interjects.
It don't even if that's the case, Brandon. What I'm saying is, if y'all don't like each other, if I don't like somebody,
I don't
anything they
understand
say or do is automatically going ready to set me off or
Yeah, but
irritate
I don't
me.
think like that.
but you gotta-
I'm not telling you that.
You gotta
I'm
put
telling
yourself
this.
in other
Yeah,
people's shoes.
So-
And you smart enough to know. Like, I know how he gonna react because he already has a track record of how he's gonna react. And
Bro, when you dealing with a super scary nigga like that, that nigga's woofing because he know that his ego is driving him past where he really trying to go. So people like that, if somebody come break it up, they be relieved. Look at the situation that happened. When I called him a bitch and he stood up, did he jump up and come at me? He jumped up and stepped towards security. So the security could get in front of him and like, oh, look, it's somebody in front of me. Bro, that's like a dog that barked through the fence, but as soon as the fence in, the dog is like not barking no
But
more.
that same dog that's scared, that's backed up in the corner, would do what it takes to get out that corner.
Well,
And
yeah.
again, he pulled out a poker on you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you put yourself in a situation where you was in a lose-lose, fam.
Okay.
At the end of the day, Brandon, you got to be smarter than that. And you slacking on that, homie. Out of all the people up here, you slacking. And you know better than that.
Who was grunting when the camera turned off?
That was
crazy, bro.
That was him, bro. That nigga was like,
I thought you had him in the
Yeah,
full
I was like,
Nelson when
man,
they
he got
cut
him.
because I heard it. I said, "Oh, he got him! He got him! He got him! He going out." But look, this the reason why I'm on you right now.
Don't forget that.
Because number one, we're holding you to a higher standard than suspect.
True.
So by you lowering to his level, that's a loss right there. Because that's almost like a nigga argue with a female, which could do a lot. It's like, we not finna be arguing. Go get a nigga or something. So we not finna fight. We not finna be doing no arguing. Two, when you told me you was on the way up there, I was on you about that. Like, nigga, why are you going by yourself? We was all supposed to go. So I was on you about that because I said, Cub probably gonna have some niggas up there. It might be a setup. You was like, I ain't tripping,
Hey, he
whatever.
had a couple dudes up there with him
No,
too.
that's what I'm saying. But I told you. And I just foreshadowed this. Literally, the last time we was on the news, I just told you. I said, bro, that energy is going to come your way. You said, I don't give a fuck. I said, you ain't got to give a fuck. It's cool. But when you put out certain energy, the bravado, I'm going to take off phase. What I told you, I said, the next time it come to you, you better put somebody down. The next week, that shit came. Just like clockwork. I said, bro, I'm telling you, somebody, I didn't think it was going to be Cub because I didn't even think y'all was going to be back on the stream. But somebody I knew was going to try to push that button just because, like, fuck it, I'm going to go viral.
Right.
So like bro said, Cub, you was slipping.
Yeah, I mean.
You felt like you had control of the situation, which nothing happened to you. But the spit and it's just like, nah, cuz a man, certain shit is like, even though you calm, collective, you know you'll do whatever the cuz, some shit you just can't let slide. That's why we was on you when it happened the first time. Like, man, you should have put Cud down the first time, and this situation would have never happened.
Now,
You would have did 1 million views. Adam probably would have hired you on the spot, and then the suspect shit would have been dead and gone.
And y'all keep
But y'all let this shit linger on.
What's
And
with the
niggas-
time thing?
And regardless of niggas keep saying he's scared or not, he took it to every level of disrespect
Yeah.
to force a nigga to do something at that point.
And
like
then when I
nigga,
stood
so
up
in his
ran.
mind,
But
in
it
his
don't
mind,
matter, though.
he like you scared.
Right.
Nigga, he disrespected you the first time y'all was up there. He took it to every level. He called you out your name, was trying to clown on you the whole show, and then tried to then spit on you. Now,
But
what else do you want him to do besides
what I
slap
keep
you?
trying to get y'all to get is you can say like, oh,
I know what you're
in
saying.
his mind, he could think what he wants. 98% of people are like, that nigga's scared. That nigga tried to spit on you, then pulled out a knife on you. He's a bitch. He's marked out
But them the
eternally.
niggas who don't-
Niggas who even know him is like, bro, marked himself
But
out.
them the
So how am
Them niggas don't count.
They don't care about
Who-
you. They
who
don't know about you.
counts?
What I'm saying is this: if that was somebody who
We
had
count. We the ones that-
exactly who got your back, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day, fam, if you was dealing with somebody who had moderate toughness, homie, that would have
Right.
been a lose-lose for you. You lucky you dealt with somebody who I guess who wasn't as tough as
Well-
you explained to be.
Well, if they have
No,
moderate
let me
toughness,
know.
would they have pulled out a knife?
It don't even matter. Hell yeah, because you gotta realize this is a street fight, bro. Ain't no listen, this is not your Muay Thai, your lock.
Right,
this
right,
ain't
right,
that, bro.
right, right.
You in a pot. You at a studio where you're from Long Beach and he used to be from a certain hood. You get what I'm saying? I mean, he don't owe you no fair fade. He's
But
gonna.
he's saying-
It don't matter.
But he's saying he wants a
Ruckus,
fade.
listen, fam. You thinking fade as if he's your homeboy. This is not your brother. This is not your cousin. This is not your homie. That
don't
we can
know,
go
bro.
catch a back fade and we gonna be boys after this.
Right, right,
You
right.
are not friends with him.
Right, true.
So why you keep thinking it's gonna be a fair fade?
I didn't even think it was gonna be a fade period because it's like I already know the nigga doesn't want to fight. That's why when he was trying to talk all that shit, I was just like, let's just get back to the topics. So you gotta understand, I'm not thinking about like fighting like that. I'm prepared for whatever happens. Therefore, I was prepared. But at the same time, niggas is trying to sneak knives past.
You wasn't
security,
prepared
all
for Cud to
types
pull
of
out
shit.
that,
You
that
weren't prepared.
knife.
Because if he would have been any type of aggressive like that, the Mexican that got on Tory Lanez,
Right,
you could have got poked up.
Right.
We just know he was scared. He just didn't want you to get up on him. That was just like a don't come near me
Right.
move. But this is why I tell everybody, you cannot dictate how someone reacts to disrespect.
That's true.
Because you could walk into the building thinking, man, it's finna be a fade. And Cud is a body snatcher, a soul snatcher. He like, fade? I think I'm finna send you up top. Because that's where it's gonna go anyway after we fade if I don't like the results. Especially online, y'all on camera.
Mhm.
So it's like a scared cat in the corner.
Right.
And you know Cud living in his ego because he looking right at the chat the whole time.
Right.
The first time y'all got into it, he came back, said W sus. Nigga, that's Reddit talk. So you know Cud went right home and looked at the comments. So he's
Oh, he said
acting-
that when after yesterday.
the first time he was like W sus. Like, Cud, that's Reddit talk. So
That's
you know
fueling them even more. Yeah.
exactly. So the comments is fueling Cud. That's why I was like, we holding you to a higher standard. You being a black belt at that, nigga, they teach you like diffuse situations, walk away, this, that, and the
I
third.
would say-
That's how you got the props the first time, but the second time you fed into it
Right.
because you like, oh, I got him.
Got him. But the thing is, I kept my composure until a nigga physically spit on me or spit at me. And it's like, then I did what anybody would do. But my thing is like, even in that moment, if I was a nigga who just was flying off the handle, bro, could have poked me. Just trying to get up on him, not even paying attention. So I was aware of what was going on. And then I followed the security, instructions after the initial shit. I mean, at that point, it's just like, all right, bro, I can make a choice. Not go back up to no jumper or whatever. But shit, I don't even get down the street. And I'm getting calls from the whole staff of no jumper like, hey, you good. Don't even worry about that shit. Like, we gonna take care of it.
But
So it's like,
But we talking in circles right now, Brandon.
Yeah.
If you would have took Messiah, like he just said, if you would have addressed the elephant in the room,
yeah.
it wouldn't even escalated to that point, bro. Because like I said, at the end of the day, even though you didn't put your hands on him, he still spit on you. And that's low-key, like, super disrespectful.
But I tried to address the elephant in the room when I told bro we could meet up and just fade, get it out the way.
Nah, but it's
And
like
he was just scared to do it.
Now
So-
it is, but like once a nigga spit on you, it's like, okay, now the onus is on you. Now it's like, all right, you need to go get cracking and come back.
Hey, the nigga spit on me.
It's like, go get cracking and come back.
He spit on me. I jumped up. The nigga ran. It's like, I don't know what more I'm supposed to do with that. He ran into the corner. I went up to the... I'm going to get the nigga.
Nigga, pick that no jumper table up. Nigga,
Bro,
smash
you
something,
know-
cuz. Smash
You wanna
cuz with
tell
a
you
table.
something? I
Hit
seriously
cuz with a
thought
mic.
about- Let me tell you,
Anything.
this is the only problem. I seriously thought about doing that. That was in my mind. Like, I could just pick up this table and just crush the nigga. But the security guard was in between us. And the nigga was like, hella cool. He was like, bro, I know you'll kill this dude. Please just go in the other room because I can't really hold you back like that. And this is going to escalate and we going to end up calling the police. I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to go to jail. Plus, niggas already prepared. I ain't trying to get in no situation where we got to search a nigga and all that shit. We got to look in the car. So I was just like, you know what? Just err on the side of caution. And I'm not going to lie. I give credit to No Jumper because after that shit happened, them niggas hit me within 5 minutes of me leaving and was like, nah, we about to have like a little meeting, a group meeting on the phone.
Do you think that was...
Bro, was done.
So
Do
you,
you think that was genuine, or was that to make you feel comfortable to not sue?
When a nigga, like,
Because I'm going to call you in 5 minutes too, man. You good? Woo, woo. Making sure your ass don't file no lawsuit. on
nah,
you.
that's not even a thing. Because if I want to file a lawsuit, I can still file it. Nobody said nothing about a lawsuit. The thing was, niggas was kind of letting me know, like, no, we're gonna take care of this situation. Like, it's not about to be like this nigga, this happened, and then bro up here tomorrow. They pretty much was telling me like, we about to fire this nigga.
is you trying to be the new host up there?
I mean, if that happens, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, they show like we value. Like, nigga, I got a call from Remo. Remo don't fuck with me at all. I be talking shit on that nigga every time. When Remo is the first nigga to call me, and he like, dude, you was doing good up there. You were just defending yourself. You was being professional, all that shit. Don't.
They said Cub probably live right now.
Hey, probably.
Hey, Brandon. So look, Ruckus, you just said this. You said, you know, you was prepared. You didn't want the police to come. Whoop-de, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
But it's already on camera that he spit on you, and we all know that's a sign of assault. So you
That's
to
right.
defending yourself, you wouldn't have gotten in trouble. And I know you know the law. So let's not play as if you didn't know what was going on. All that was being recorded.
But the law's more complicated than that. If
I
there's a
understand that.
chance
You
for
would've
you
gave a
to
simple
take
assault.
another route, like walk away,
Provocation.
and then you do something to the nigga,
But
still they
again,
gonna be
that's
like, nah.
But that's still a fall under crime
I-
of passion
I
by him
think-
spitting on you.
I think at
that
the end of the day, Brandon just thought the shit was funny. I don't think you really.
Brandon happy cuz got fired.
Yeah, I don't really think
That's what that is. That's what that is.
I don't think he really took it serious
This
the
was
whole
kinda
entire
after
time.
When I left, this was this nigga. Listen, bro.
Nah,
Listen to this shit.
It's-
yeah, I saw all the Reddit shits.
That's how I look at
This
it.
the
like,
thing though, cuz from a civilian aspect, you can say you did the right thing. From the lens we looking at it, from the world that we come from, it's like, nah, bro,
ain't-
that shit out.
It ain't
Yeah,
no-
that's what I'm saying. That shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a civilian because
And that was one of the things I wanted to tell you, because you came up there and when you initially started going up there, you was priding yourself on being professional and not like the other niggas that be at No Jumper.
Right.
So it's like you got to pick a side. Are you going to be professional, high power, or are you going to be in the circus on the bullshit? Like, who are you going to be? And I feel like you jump from side to side during every time you go up. Not every time, but specifically this time, you were like, I'm 1 foot in on this way, then I'm this way, and I'm this way. Like, it was like he was pulling you in and out of those different sides the whole entire episode.
Nah, he had a bigger mission. You fucking with me, I know what to do. Trigger your ass. They gonna get you the fuck up out of here.
Cause he wanted that hosting slot. He got it
Listen,
down.
no.
He got the nigga up out of here.
Do you
Do you
feel
feel
bad?
like Cuz should be fired?
Yeah.
100%.
Come on.
I feel like the nigga should. I feel like the nigga should be in the welfare line as far as I'm concerned.
You honestly agree with Cuz should be
I
fired?
honestly
don't
agree
think
with the
so.
nigga. Bro, you can't even pull a knife out at your job at Walmart, nigga. Come on. Like, Sus was the ultimate representation of everything wrong with the hood. Like, niggas who are bitches, acting tough. When a nigga actually calls them on their shit, they try to pull out a gun or something and kill a nigga. You should not end up dead because you won't tolerate disrespect. Sus is the nigga who like, I want to disrespect you, then try to kill you for standing up for yourself. So when I look at that nigga, I'm just like, bro probably would have smoked me or something if he really could do it while getting away with it. But he's just such a bitch. He's not gonna do that. So I'm like, bro, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. Like, y'all don't even understand the level to which this is killing this nigga right now because he lives and dies within his own ego. So it's like a nigga saying like, if you kill me now, I'm gonna live forever type shit. Like, bro, he won. He won.
Do you think he
But he
stays
won
away
and
forever?
didn't. Huh?
You think he actually? Do you think he comes back to no jumper?
Maybe, but what I know when he come back, he gonna be a whole different nigga, bro. He gonna
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think bro should have got fired. Number one, that was the atmosphere that was created, which propelled and boosted it up during that whole gangbang era. Now I get it's bad for business now because of the Ricos and Adam trying to clean up the act. You know, he's trying to switch it to more intellectual type of content, and he really just trying to switch it up and clean up
You
the
already
act.
let him go viral
But
off the Kelpie shit, though.
You've already allowed it, and that's the representation and the what the fucking word I'm looking for? The rep the
like the
reputation.
culture.
I don't.
That's the reputation of No Jumper. So for Cut to get fired for basically doing what has been okay for I don't know how long, it's like, hold on, cuz you just let me run like the wild.
I don't
agree
And
with
then
you.
now it's bad.
I don't think he should have been fired either, but I think Adam
crazy.
on some real shit. I just think Adam felt like he gave him fair warnings. He already spoke about it the last time with all that shit going on with Lush and then everything else with Suspect. But I don't think he should have been fired because you never actually got to see No Knife on camera, and y'all did numbers on that show that day. That's probably the most numbers that got done in a long time. The chat was going crazy. They was happy as a motherfucker to see it, and nothing really happened.
No,
y'all
Brandon-
really just y'all could have ran a motherfucking a fake beef for months at this point.
coulda just beat
Because
on
ain't
your
nobody
chest,
squabbling. Yeah, it's like everybody y'all going back and forth. Y'all,
I was ready to squabble at any
it
time.
don't matter. He felt like he was ready. You felt like you was ready, but
He
nothing
never
ever
felt
happened.
like he was
Now
ready,
he
bro.
did. Now
Yeah.
Adam
This is what
did.
I'm saying. Nothing ever happened. No matter how much fight talk was talked up there, nothing happened. Except for what escalated yesterday. Other than that, it would have been dead. Y'all would have went home, got out y'all feelings about it. If they would have asked both of y'all to come up there tomorrow, niggas would have been up there.
That's the way it should have been.
But I'm just saying though, regardless of that, that's the only thing. But I do understand as a boss, I understand how he sees it. Like he said, if he don't spit on you, I don't think he gets fired. But now that's being considered assault and stuff like that, where it can get into legal shit. They don't know how you finna play it, so they probably gonna keep you around for a little bit until, you know what I mean, that shit fall down. Yeah. But what I'm saying is the knife was never exposed on camera.
Yeah.
No.
Spit
either one.
is a charge. It's a possible charge.
He
What?
said
The
either-
spit-
That's what I'm saying.
Spit
Yeah.
on somebody's a charge.
Yeah, that's my point. But the
But-
knife was never seen on camera.
Here's what sunk the nigga though. First of all, the knife was on camera.
I didn't see
it just-
shit.
Listen, the knife just wasn't on the main
Lush said
camera,
at the
but the
live, it
security
wasn't- there wasn't
camera
no knife.
caught the knife, bro.
Nobody
Like,
seen it.
when
The only
when I
person
hit
who
Adam, he
recorded,
said, I just watched the whole
he
thing.
didn't watch it. The other person who came up there with the whoever was there, whoever the two niggas was up there, somebody else recorded.
hallway.
They ran up there and started recording y'all. Then that's
but
how we
the-
got the other views
But there's
of
a
it.
security camera in there, bro. But what I'm telling you is this, what everybody gotta understand is this. Suspect has multiple incidents of this. They had to beg Kelpie not to sue No Jumper. They had to pay the nigga out, make him sign something saying he won't go for $1 million, because you could get them niggas for a couple million easy. This is the whole thing. Bro, I believe low-key they been wanting to get rid of that nigga, bro. But I feel like Adam, he be feeling sorry for these niggas. That's why he do shit like loan break baby money when he in jail, stuff like that. He feel like, dang, I kind of have like a commitment to the original niggas, the ones who've been there since the store. So when you look at the situation, the reason Adam fired him, he said it could have been either the spitting or the knife. But what sunk the nigga truly was when the security guard reported back that the nigga pulled the knife.
So I feel like he should have been fired due to the fact that he's not one of the star of the show. You get what I'm saying? He's not up there. He don't have enough pull. You get what I'm saying? If he had enough pull, if he was somebody that like a superstar of it, then they probably would have suspended him, put him on leave or whatever the case may be. He don't have enough juice up there for him to hang around like that and have that type of liability.
He doesn't have enough talent.
Exactly. He doesn't have
one.
enough talent because I'm telling you, let's just be real. Charles Barkley threw a nigga out of a window. They ain't never heard about it in the NBA. I'm just saying. Real talk. When you do the
Real
most
talk.
extreme shit, but if
This
you
nigga
that
short be
nigga,
bringing the craziest examples.
let's just be real.
Nah, yeah.
It don't
But the
matter
problem is
though.
he think,
is an original though.
Yeah,
but
he
he
is.
think,
an original from the
but he
original
think he got
cast.
more juice than he really do. Like, they got rid of Sharp, nigga. If you ask any nigga anywhere, it was
Sharp put up more numbers than him.
They should have kept
for sure,
Sharp
yeah.
and got rid of Suspect, but Sharp went down the way he did.
On one hand, though, I understand what y'all are saying from a business aspect, but still, it's like, damn, a nigga just overnight out of his job. Like, that's ugly.
sick.
That's ugly.
I get it from the business.
Like that when you basically unhireable anywhere else.
It's not overnight when you got priors.
I get it from the business, and I get he got priors, but it's like, God damn, y'all created this reputation that all of this shit is allowed. We done seen too much happen for something that essentially nothing happened.
And
It was a maybe, coulda, woulda, shoulda. We seen more happen. It's like, well, damn, cuz.
And the
you
reason,
got past
and
it.
hold on, and one more thing. The reason I say, because I seen a clip of him saying he didn't know you was coming until that day.
He's lying.
I mean, if he is or
lying.
not.
Unless your best friend, y'all talk every day.
So
think
you
that
knew
nigga say, Brandon?
you knew he was gonna be there that day before.
Yes, I knew multiple days before. What you've never seen at No Jumper is a nigga pull a knife on a nigga inside the studio. See, he did some shit that ain't never even happened on
We
No
seen
Jumper.
niggas get choked out up there.
That's fine. Hands, physical altercations. You ain't even seen a nigga pull a knife on baddies, my
I
nigga.
don't know. I seen niggas up there with blicks.
No, but
everything.
that's okay. But you ain't seen a nigga physically pull a blick out like, nigga, I kill you.
I didn't
type
see
shit.
it on the screen went black. I ain't see shit.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
allegedly.
really, that's what I'm saying. The screen
But
went
everybody
black.
in that room saw it. And if you listen to what Adam said, there are already people, stars, successful people, who are afraid to come to No Jumper because of shit like what Suspect doing. Niggas who are famous don't want to come nowhere where a nigga could possibly spit on them. Now the onus is on them to do something. Like how y'all doing me. Imagine I'm a multi-million-dollar rapper. Oh, bro, yeah, you know us, we live in crash out culture. So it's like, but what I'm trying to tell you is this. But if you're in there with the host, your bodyguards ain't gonna be all up in the freaking
But look,
recording
only reason we
studio.
the reason we saying onus on you is because you mentioned this nigga multiple times on multiple streams,
Okay.
calling him bitches. So it's like,
And he mentioned me.
no,
calling me
I
bitches.
get it, but he put action behind his words,
He
like
did?
bro was saying. Yeah, if a nigga's calling you every bitch under the sun,
Yeah.
and then a nigga spit on you, it's pretty much nothing
And
else
then
I
when you
can
jump
do.
up to address it,
to
nigga, he
provoke
runs
you.
away, nigga. What the?
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is like at that point he's done everything other than
You
physically
can't,
put
nigga-
his hands on you.
Bro, if a fucking
to make a nigga do
if
something
a
to
track
cuz.
star spit in your face and take off running, nigga,
He
you're
bet-
not catching
he
that.
better
nigga.
not
Brandon,
come
we
to
know,
practice
but
no more.
we know no jumper space is not that.
Yeah, you could have
Not, it
crashed.
ain't
nowhere
ain't
for
really
him to
nowhere to
go.
go. The door's from here to the camera.
Right.
Like it's nowhere for him to really go.
So when I jumped up, and when I jumped up and went towards him, the security guard obviously got in between. I still start pushing past the security guard. Like I'm lining the nigga up because I'm like, ooh, perfect. I could just sleep the nigga. But when I'm about to hit him, bro pulls out a knife. I'm like, oh yeah, I ain't. this
We
nigga-
going to
So
circles.
No,
in my
no,
mind,
look, we
This
going to
is-
circles. You felt you
When
got to win.
but when he went in his pocket, I thought, damn, maybe bro got a gun. So I had to take a second, like, okay, well, let me see what's going on. He pulls out the knife. I'm like, oh, this nigga's terrified. Bro's eyes was this big. So at the end of that, I just made a calculation. I said, look, this nigga's already done. He's gonna get fired because they didn't warn the nigga one more time.
This nigga
He's
Bucci
cooked.
Bear is crazy.
I said, you know what, bro?
Cuz set cuz up.
I said, bro, play
we know
it.
you set him up, but we just telling you,
I said-
we telling you as motherfuckers to actually give a fuck and not somebody in a Reddit. We know you got the win. He lost his job, but as homies, cut, that wasn't a good look.
No, it wasn't
cuz.
a good look.
Don't be letting niggas spit on you and all like that's
Right,
out,
right,
bro.
right.
I know
Because
you gotta keep-
even when you said he
That's
ran,
out.
even when you said he ran, Cuz said,
He
"Come
came
outside,
back. Yeah,
nigga."
he
He
came
said,
back.
"Follow me."
No,
nigga.
no.
Cuz
Bullshit.
said,
Cuz was
follow
yelling
me.
it
If
over
you
and
go
over.
watch the video,
Cuz said, follow
when
Cuz
me.
was
the
yelling,
camera
the nigga,
came
come
back
out.
on,
Yeah.
I walked right past him and went outside. If bro really wanted to go outside, bro would have went right behind me. Let's kick.
No, I said that. He sat down.
He sat. I walked outside
'Cause he
that
felt like
nigga
he
walked
won.
out.
But he like, I spit on
he-
you.
he-
It's on you
Listen,
now. It
listen.
ain't on me to follow you.
Look.
Nigga, I just spit on you. So don't walk by me. Get off.
Listen, that might have been the old way how niggas thought, but niggas don't think like that no more.
That's not the
Because-
old way, nigga.
because-
Brandon,
Cuz felt like I got a W, nigga.
Brandon.
He does? You
What-
telling me
what-
right now he feel like he got a W?
Yes,
You know,
nigga. Besides losing his job,
Before-
nigga.
Before-
For his respect, he feel like he still
Hey, Ruckus,
he feel like he
I
stood
don't
on
know
his
what part of the
16.
world you
He
feel
for
like
sure-
spitting on
I
somebody
mean-
is respectful, but nowhere in the
Fuck
world that's not.
that.
Nah, fam,
Man,
bro.
that's some.
Exactly.
okay.
Niggas will die for
But
less for
a lot
that.
of niggas have fragile egos, bro. What I'm telling you is my ego is not that fragile. I
So
don't
if a
have
nigga
to-
spit on you on the street, you
Nigga,
gonna walk
I
away?
don't have to explain to my kids why daddy can't buy them no Christmas presents this year. That nigga do. So I'm not
but look.
looking at nothing like an L. That's a well, for that.
So why?
stupid-ass
This is
nigga.
what I'm saying. So why do all of making the videos about a nigga and all like? Why do any of that? Because all of that's agitating the situation. Because the same way they DMing you shit about cuz,
They DM
they
him,
doing the
yeah.
same thing to him, and he's getting pressured up. You enjoying it, but he's getting pressured up. So it's
Because-
now to him, it's like, I got to do something every time I see
So
you.
what Les said in that debate about you was true when he was saying you was going up there and getting at the employees and shit like that. What
No,
did
I
he
get
say when
along
y'all
with
was
every
debating?
employee.
He said he feel like
He
you
was
was going
provocateur and the agent of chaos.
Listen, I get along with every employee.
created
including
nothing but
Lush.
chaos.
Nah, you be
up there.
bullying Lush.
Listen,
nigga.
nah. Lush be trying to like clip farm situations.
Lush just has a more
And I'm
emotional
not-
intelligence.
No, he just has content brain. Like everything, he'll try to just throw some. Y'all know that nigga was throwing crazy ass shit out there trying to get a clip.
Yeah, but he's
So-
doing
But
content,
Lush
though.
does have emotional intelligence, though. I can give him that. He's
Man,
not.
Lush
He's
set
not.
suspect
He's
up, bro.
What I'm saying is he's not gonna get that bothered the way you could trigger people. He's just gonna come back with his mind also.
And Lush is well versed
Lush-
on a lot of different topics.
Lush never forgot when suspect knocked his ass
That's what I
out.
said.
He set that nigga up. He like, look, in a way, I do believe Flacco set the nigga up too, because they like, see, he could do this shit with Brandon, but Brandon is calm, but he ain't like scared of the nigga. So look, when we talking back and forth, I'm thinking, oh, bro, want to do these. We with this. Any knife situation, bro. If bro would have like stabbed me with a knife, I would have literally killed that dude. So I know me. Like, I'm like, do I really want to take it to this point? Like, you have a good day and then you end it bad. I learned that from football. I learned that from everything.
Okay.
Don't have a super great day and then ruin it all with some bullshit in there. I learned that from Tariq Nasheed when he tried to fight me after court. So I understand in content,
But
you
Ruckus,
went
you
the nigga
keep-
who.
You keep like doubling back. You keep saying if he would have stabbed you, you would have killed him. But you're the same one that just said when he spit on you, you didn't want the police to come. Like
Is
you can't.
spitting stabbing?
Again, it's still assault.
But I think
It's still levels of degrees of what you're trying to say. But
it's-
I get
Hell
it.
no.
But it don't matter. Both of them are still
crazy
crime of.
shit.
Hey, both of them are still crime of passion, fam. When somebody spit on you, it's a personal thing. Somebody stab you, it's a personal thing. It don't matter, fam. The police was going to get involved if you would have put a finger. If you would have did what you were supposed to do, police would go get called anyway.
I think if we would have fought, the police wouldn't have got called.
Why wouldn't it be?
But
'Cause you-
no,
so you
because
could've
just
niggas
walked
didn't
around the
fought.
block.
Niggas didn't fought, and that don't happen. The point is, if it was gonna be a fade, that's cool. If it's going past that, just let the nigga know that's what type of. I mean, I could walk out of my house and bro pull up and try to shoot me.
He
You know
might.
what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
lost
He
his
just
job,
might. Nigga, you better be on the lookout,
Hey,
nigga.
he just might. But here's the thing. Here's the whole thing.
He got you on a
To me,
dartboard.
that's just like my ego is not that fragile. I'm just like, we could go to jail and look at 100 niggas who reacted to some shit like that. Now they spend the rest of their life in jail.
Yeah,
Like,
but
if I
Brandon,
could do it over again,
this the
I would-
difference,
this
nigga.
the difference.
I get what you're
Nah.
saying.
No,
When you
I
got kids and
can't
shit-
get what he's saying. No,
I don't agree, but I
He
get it.
provoked this shit
Don't
to
agree.
happen.
He did.
It's
He for
one
sure
thing
did.
if it just happened and you say that. It's a difference when you're provoking it. When you provoking it, you don't got that
Obviously.
wiggle room to say
That's
that.
why he brought a knife.
When I'm sitting here throwing darts at a nigga, watching him get pressured up, as men, it can only go one or two ways. I'm going to mark out or I'm going to turn up. You already know he's going to turn up. So it's like, why keep agitating? Don't
Is he
even
really?
don't even address the nigga.
The why is what
You said he
happened.
assassinated.
We know why
Yeah,
it happened.
He spit on you and Cub was going to poke you if you would have ran up on
But
Cub.
if
So
we
he
look-
was ready to throw it
But
away.
if we look at the way the internet will remember this, nigga talked all that, because you got to think, people on the internet really think suspect is tough.
Nobody
So
thought
now-
that.
Yes,
I don't
they.
think
no,
Nobody thought
no,
that.
they really believe that,
Bro, you got to realize, what's the target audience? It's probably like
Bro,
late
people
teens
just
to
want
early
to see
And I'm
20s.
him
trying
do
to tell
something.
you, I'm trying
It's
to
not-
They
tell
just
you,
want to see crash
Listen,
outs,
it's
bro.
not that they
based on
No.
Kelpie, based on all that. Bro,
He didn't get no cool points for Kelpie,
I
nigga.
talked to a bunch of niggas off of that fan base.
You
They
talking
really-
to nerds.
Niggas literally hit me like, nah.
Nigga, you're talking to
no,
nerds.
It's hood niggas.
Them
in
ain't
that
hood
fan
niggas
base.
saying, oh yeah, you got
This
cool
niggas from
points
Old Block,
for
this
getting
nigga
off on
from
Kelpie.
everywhere.
Ain't no hood nigga
Black
nowhere.
niggas from New
gave
Jersey,
Cub
all that. They in there.
points for Kelpie, cuz
Listen,
nobody.
Listen,
Kelpie was not
but what
here.
I'm saying is this. Niggas are like, bro talked all that shit. Then he tried to spit on you. And when you jumped up to fight him, he ran and pulled out a knife. They're like, that's an L for that nigga.
Niggas is telling
He's
us.
a bitch.
Niggas is telling us it's an L for us, and we had nothing to do with it. Niggas telling us an L for us, nigga. We wasn't even there.
And we your home. This is
What are you talking
hey, real
about?
talk, bro. This is like politics, bro. You are the home. You're even though if you're not viral way, you're part of viral way. At the end
Right.
of the day, fam, it's still an L because at the end of the day, you got spit on, bro. He can say he marked you out because you never once you laid a finger on him. At the end of the day, you're basically a gentle giant in his eyes. You can call him a bitch, but he has provoked you and you haven't done anything yet to prove that you are actually trained.
Yeah, his
At this
eyes,
point,
you-
at this point, bro, you do low key look like you took the L lately. I'm not
spit on
saying
you
you
and then I pulled
are,
out the
but what I'm
poker.
basically
I
saying,
was ready
exactly,
for
pull out the
war.
poker.
Yeah, I was
My
ready for war.
Hey, at the end of the day, though, bro, you just can't allow that to happen no more.
Listen.
And we your homies, bro. We not no
You
bots
can
or nothing
take-
like that.
You
He
can
got all
take
the
them-
high
fuck them
heads out
comments.
there. It ain't no
Fuck
high
what is
heads.
that, bro?
You can
Fuck
take
them.
this
Yeah,
phone.
hey.
You can click on
Hey,
any
hey.
messages.
Hey.
All the niggas, hey, bro.
Collie,
you did your shit
Collie,
up
we don't
there.
give a fuck.
That
No, no,
bitch
no.
ass niggas
We your
got-
homies, bro.
It's always
We your
gonna.
homies,
It's
bro.
always
Fuck
gonna
the
go.
comments.
It's always.
We
gonna,
know you.
But it don't matter. It's always gonna go both ways, nigga. Did you see all the memes of your ass, nigga?
On God, they slow
Niggas had
mowing
you
They
in
this
talking
purple
bitch.
rain.
about. They talking about walking Shane Cut running to the vending machine. Like these niggas is crazy.
That shot was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Hey, that shot was
Hey, Cub,
crazy.
back sweating bullets. I'm like, God damn.
Hey, what's the nigga from The Incredibles? The big nigga? Looking like
Niggas is love, bro.
Yeah.
We not up here trying to tag.
I said,
Hey.
damn.
I'm gonna end it on this.
They made my
Nah,
body
they
like
gotta
2
bleed,
times
kid.
Cuz,
wider.
I said, damn. Bro, when I look, I said, God damn, cut that big.
Cuz,
nigga.
why does it
That nigga was wide as a refrigerator.
Cuz, they said I would have put out a blower too on his ass.
Only way to stop, bro.
You and Flacco damn near the same size. He said, I'm pulling out the poker, nigga.
Oh my God.
He said, he told you already, nigga. You know what we do to niggas that train, nigga?
He said that.
He
did,
told
yeah.
you, nigga. And they said when Cub was on there, like, nigga, I didn't get checked, nigga. What you want to do?
Right.
What you want to do?
But at
Read in the
end
room,
of
cuz
day-
you gotta learn to read the
Listen,
room.
but at the end of the day, whether he was gonna stab me, shoot me, whatever.
Your mission was accomplished. You
When-
got
when I
you got
jumped-
suspect out of there. Free suspect. They did
When I
Cub dirty.
jumped up-
Yeah.
when I
Free
jumped
suspect,
up-
They
Look,
did Cub dirty.
When I jumped up, the nigga ran, bro. That's it. Like,
I got one
You can
question.
talk a lot of shit, but you ran.
I got one question. When he stood up,
Yeah.
why did you stay seated?
Because he stepped.
No,
because
I'm saying once a nigga talking
he
aggressive and
stood up-
stand up, why you didn't stand
when
up?
he stood up, he walked towards security. I was like, oh, nigga ain't
Nah,
trying
he
to
was
fight.
coming towards you.
No.
So
No,
you,
he was not.
if
You
he
can watch
wanted
that
to,
video
your
right
training
now.
would. Well, you
Because you got up hella slow.
It would have
Viral.
helped. Your training
You
would help
coulda
you.
poked
Viral.
Yeah.
If you're right there and I stand up, why would I take a step to the damn right where the security could come block me
No,
off?
no, we seen him look at the security first. We know he
Yeah, it's
ushered,
acts.
but I'm saying though, he still got up. He could have been tricking you.
He could have.
Could have been getting ready to pull the poker
He
out.
coulda.
I gotta. This the last one I'm gonna get you on, Brandon. I'm gonna leave you alone. Hey, no. They said, yeah, it's over. He hopping up to get his lawyer lawsuit coming soon. He got what he wanted. Look at the picture though.
Go straight to the courthouse. Hey,
He was like, that's how he was getting us.
I said the internet is undefeated.
Tried to
I
get
said,
up fast and then he was like, oh shit.
hey, I'm not gonna lie though. With the,
I got up pretty quick.
No, you did. On Insane Crip, you did. You got up. I'm like, oh, it's cracking. But yeah. Facts.
Let me tell you something.
I said, cut kind of fast.
All this rests on my honesty. Because I could have lied and said when the camera went dark, I mixed the nigga up in the security
You couldn't
camera.
lie because there's too
Nah,
many people
Munchie
up
was
there.
there.
No. My
Man,
nigga
was
can't
it-
see
It was too many.
He was recording though. I swear to
Nah,
God.
Munchie can see. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Munchie can see.
Get out the way. Like, what?
Yeah, he's
Hey, he got the metaverse glasses, nigga. That nigga sat up on the couch.
all
cuz.
type
He
of
said,
shit.
Munchie. I said, how the fuck Cuz knew to get out the way, nigga?
Instincts.
Hell no.
Man,
his sixth sense.
Hey, Munchie
kicked
be in there texting and shit. What the fuck? Cuz got Braille on his phone, nigga.
You
Ain't
could,
no
no,
way.
you could text with by
The
memory.
audio.
But here's the thing.
Shout out
if you
to
really
Munchie.
was in the room, you could see like Sus was getting mad because everybody was laughing at the nigga. It was like, especially when I called
I'ma
him
keep
baby
it G.
shrimp, when I talked about him getting beat up by the niggas from BPS and he was curled up in a ball. You could see bro just getting, because he started saying, you pissing me off. You making, he
Because
said,
you talking about real life pain, nigga.
That's what
So
I'm
what,
saying.
nigga?
You took it
Nigga,
personal. That's what I mean by
nigga,
you agitating.
Come on,
I'm
cuz.
talking about your outfit.
Niggas did
You talking about cooking DP in the alley, like getting
so
put
what,
off.
nigga?
That's crazy. Yeah, he took it to another level.
That's when it's time to fight.
That's a big
That's an indication of wanting to fight.
A
I
nigga.
don't give a fuck. And guess what? I was ready to fight if that's what it was gonna be.
Why
the
y'all
nigga
didn't fight?
tried to drag me to the dirt, I dragged his ass to the dirt. That's it.
Look, a nigga that's ready to fight is fighting, cuz. Y'all should have fought.
So fight. Bro, but I'm not the one talking about fighting. He is.
Y'all both talking about
I
fighting.
told the nigga, no, when did I say
Hey,
anything
so in
about
other,
that?
so in other news, how y'all feel about Elon Musk detaching from Trump? God damn,
We gonna end it. We gonna end it on that.
this.
I'm gonna just tell you like this. Anybody coming to a podcast to fight, to shoot, to stab, to try to prove how tough they are, you're an idiot. You a clown. You have no emotional intelligence. You need to grow up. You need to go find yourself. You need to go get some hobbies.
Kids
you need
gonna
to
be
go,
hungry.
You need to go get a mentor. You might need to go join the military, go join one of these men boot camps, something. You got to get your manhood intact. I'm seeing too many grown men crashing out left and right. If it ain't over a female, it's over content. This shit is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I don't give a fuck how you want to. If we was to put some of this content and just sit back and have every race in here watching it, we look like clowns, bro. If we take all the important people in the world, you got this politician here, scientist, doctor, this person, that person, and put some of this content up, how you think we look as a race?
Little ass kids.
It's
Little
not
ass
even,
kids, cuz niggas gotta grow up.
Even on top of that, it's a full blown lose situation. You know what I'm saying? Cuz lost his job. Brandon strategically, you know, hey, that's why we call him Uncle Ruckus. He don't like niggas. You
A Pan-African that don't like
out of
niggas.
there, nigga. You
A Pan-African that don't like niggas is crazy.
It's just fucked up because all that could have been just easily prevented from the beginning. It could have been handled. Niggas as men should just learn that if you got an issue with a nigga, if y'all not willing to squabble, then don't do the back and forth shit. Like, let that shit go.
Don't bring up
unless y'all doing the WWE shit, then it's a different story because it's a lose for him.
Y'all both
It's a
know y'all
lose for
taking
you
it,
to
though.
me too, but it's not a lose for you because you going up. But at the same time, it's just like that shit is just that shit weak. Like bro said, it's goofy time.
If you too afraid to fight with your hands, you should just watch your tongue. Don't bring up fighting. If you know you the nigga that's gonna take it to the next level, if you get into an incident or altercation, just say that or be mindful of it. And just, it's on you to stay calm because you know you're willing to take it further than everybody else. The way we grew up, niggas will fight and it'll be cool the next day and niggas keep it moving. But when you know you a nigga trying to stab a nigga or shoot a nigga, you know the onus is on you to keep your head in every situation.
Nah, them days over with, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta take it like everybody's gonna go there. You gotta just assume that. You got to. That's the only way to stay safe. Because you think a fist fight, he thinking I'm finna blow his head
Let's
off.
just be like the white podcast and not have no fucking fights.
Hey,
But you know, but even them, they going before it escalate. Most of them just gonna get up and walk out the room. They're not gonna stay and allow it to escalate.
Your ass,
Get
you
to the
can't come
point.
back.
But the phase is over once World Star hit, bro. Once people got embarrassed of being knocked out on World Star, bro, that shit it's a wrap now.
It's not over, but they say we highly over emotional men. It's black men. They already say that, and it's just like it's proven and proven over time and time
we gotta
again.
stop proving
that we
disprove
can't
that
even sit down.
situation,
We can't even
'cause
sit
I'm
down
not
and have a
acting
conversation.
emotional. I'm just like,
Nah, y'all both was emotional.
Even you was emotional.
Nah, you was
You
emotional.
was screaming and shit too.
Nah, you was
when
emotional.
the nigga spit on me, then
Nah,
I
before
got
the
You was
spit.
screaming before that.
Before the spit.
Y'all both
screaming don't mean you're emotional. You just
screaming is an
arguing.
emotional trait.
I'm arguing with a loudmouth ass nigga, just like we be here arguing. That don't
And
mean
we being
bad.
our emotions.
Yeah, but we
nigga.
don't go personal like
We
you.
don't be emotional
Nigga,
like
remember
that.
you
Just-
got woo whoop. That's when like, okay, you trying to make it hurt.
There are
nigga.
many people
Yeah.
who say we're yelling right now. We been yelling.
Nah,
Yeah, we
talking-
yelling because we on your ass. They talking about VwP took an L. What? Nigga, we ain't taking no
How did
L's
we
nowhere.
Take an L, we took over.
Nigga, we ain't taking no L's, nigga. Period, point blank. Hey, but let's really do talk about
We're Well, I'm not even viral way, but let's just say
You viral way affiliated.
viral. Listen, niggas are undefeated. Nigga, like we did what all the other niggas from Long Beach could not do. Like walked in, then niggas end up leaving. We're still here. Like we got a good relationship. Stood on 10 toes down. Out debated these niggas, beat these niggas, bro, I just did a stream with 1,600 people watching.
It's not about
That's
all of that though.
exactly what
cuz.
it's fucking
No,
about.
nigga, you took an L,
This is the
nigga.
game we're playing, nigga.
That was an L, nigga.
This
Hey.
is not gangbanging. This is content creation, nigga. We
Hey,
doing a different. This
check
a
this
different
out.
lane.
No, nigga, we can't go up there and do no shit like that, nigga. We still going back and niggas gonna have to answer to that, nigga.
Yeah, that's
You
out.
up there, you marked out, nigga. No, nigga, that's out, nigga.
yeah, that ain't Saint the Park, no marks.
You only
Saint
got
the Park, no
question.
marks.
When they bring it up, just be like, where that nigga at, by the way?
Niggas don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
Cause
Take
you
your
done
ass
fade
to the
there.
back,
Go to the
nigga.
back because you got a lot of fades over here.
Dumbass.
Oh.
Man,
I'm
calm
just-
down. We ain't lush, nigga. Yeah, we not suspect. We not suspect, nigga. The camera not going black.
No, I thought, listen.
Yeah,
I
nigga,
thought-
don't
I
who
thought
us,
you was saying
nigga.
they was gonna say y'all got some fake.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Crazy as
I'm
fuck.
speaking for me as myself. I'm not bigger than the program, and niggas know what it is already. So I look at it in a different lens. I understand where you're
If you
coming
go up
from,
there
but
on goofy time,
that
hey,
wasn't. It's not even just
I
that.
get
Me,
what you're
I'm
saying.
just not on that. I don't like to be on that time because I'm
Right.
not trying to be like you said, I know myself, so I'm not trying to be playing and doing all
Hey,
that
Lush,
shit.
tap in, cuz. We on your ass. Number one, you took niggas' idea, cuz, and excluded niggas
He
out.
definitely gonna hit y'all niggas up.
And then you, I don't know, did you try to backdoor cuz or did you try to backdoor suspect successfully to get compa back? We need to know, Lush, because that back door was open somewhere, nigga.
I truly think, and this could be
No,
another
the play
The
play is played.
I truly think Lush wanted suspect gone,
Bro, all y'all was in
'Cause now
cahoots,
he could
nigga.
be
You, Flacco, and Lush, nigga.
Yep.
Y'all all was in cahoots.
No.
Y'all set this up.
The crazy part
You
is
knew he was gonna trigger.
he went to Adam like, see, I told you I could do
No,
it.
nigga,
He just gave him a raise. That's really
Adam,
what happened.
because Adam said, nigga,
I'll give you this
Adam
money.
said, don't talk to me about no jumper. I was way out in New York. Like, Cuz didn't want to hear none of that. He back the next day doing content. They're probably running content on Cuz right now.
for real.
Because you know Flacco, he always be on Flacco ass. So Flacco had that separate
No,
group chat.
after he told Flacco
Set
you wasn't a
that
friend,
play
no.
up.
After he told Flacco you wasn't a friend like that, remember
Oh,
he was
yeah,
like,
oh,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Flacco put it all together, yeah.
Cuz was
I
like,
got
what?
it.
Because Flacco like, no,
He
I'm
said,
your
I think
man.
you
I'm your boy. He like, nah, nigga.
Who
Oh, all right.
Hey, now y'all better stop
Yeah.
Oh,
underestimating.
yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, he told Flacco, like,
it
we ain't friends.
Nah, that wasn't 2 years ago. It just happened.
Yeah, it was like recent or something
But
like
y'all
that.
better
It was on the
stop.
White Couch or
I forget which couch they was on, but Flacco was like, nah,
Hey,
you my boy.
I'm gonna
He
tell
like,
y'all one
nah,
thing.
we
Y'all
ain't
better
buying
stop.
your boy, nigga.
Y'all better stop underestimating niggas. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Mm.
And niggas better understand.
Ruckus just showed you that.
listen.
What do we think about? Because I want to switch off of that. We just went there.
We
for
didn't-
40
we
minutes on
gotta
that.
talk about
Nigga need to just
Lush
click that all up.
set
Yeah, because that's
suspect-
gonna look crazy a whole
Right, we
episode
gotta
of
talk
that.
about
Yeah, I know.
Lush setting suspect up to get fired because if you really think about it, it's diabolical. They basically inhabit the same space, knowledgeable about hip hop, but Lush is more articulate and Lush is more educated. So what if Lush, it was a play and he like, if I get this nigga out, now I'm the only nigga who's really a hip hop historian. That's crucial up at No Jumper because you got rappers coming in. Then I'm more articulate. Lush is basically he basically took Suspect's spot.
Nah, but
I bet you he on every show Suspect was on by himself and gets to bring whoever he wants to.
That's probably what he wanted. We understand all that. Even if Lush didn't want that. But regardless,
Diabolical.
Suspect wasn't as bad as a podcaster as people made it seem. Like, Cuz was actually decent to me.
He
So,
was
like,
bad
yeah.
because he couldn't control his emotions. He was getting into it.
shit go up when Cuz starts spazzing.
Man, people over there trying to watch. They're trying to move into a different lane because I'm going to be real with you. I was telling Adam, like when I talked to the nigga, I'm like, bro, you supposed to be competing with niggas like Breakfast Club and Joe Budden. You got 5 million subscribers. Why are you down here not even retaining 10% of your audience? Because you got niggas like that on. A lot of niggas like that, but a
So
lot
you
of
been
niggas
put the
gonna
shit in his ear to get him
Brandon
about the
Cole,
way.
nigga.
Cub been playing this.
Hey, bro,
what that nigga say?
First 48 laws of power, man. You kept your hands clean, bro. You did a move. You kept your hands clean, and it's not on you, bro. I see what you did. You came in there with a game plan and you executed.
The thing is,
He
like,
said 3 days. Nigga, I've been planning this shit for weeks.
Look, exactly.
What that
bro.
nigga say?
I'ma
This
take it. Exactly. And training day, bro. You thought about this,
He said
bro.
I got his ass. He
you
thought I
gave
was
him
his
the-
friend.
You gave him the
Nigga.
angel dust, bro. You gave him the angel
He said I've been
dust.
watching that motherfucker go viral for
Exactly.
years, nigga.
You know-
I finally got him.
you know,
Hey, he about to get on there. It ain't about to be no more Pan-Africanism, none of that shit, bro. Oh, God, you about-
Hey,
Your whole
Cuz
demographic is
said-
about to change now,
He
bro.
said, this shit chess, not seconds, nigga. I've been watching that motherfucker get up there and go viral for motherfucking weeks. Cuz a cold nigga.
well, listen, there's a bird in the wild. I don't know the name of it.
Move this
but
motherfucker.
The bird will lay its eggs in the nest of another bird, and their eggs will hatch, and they'll push the other baby birds of the, and they'll raise that bird, right? So it's like, I think it's a natural evolution.
Only what I
Once
told y'all.
you bring the men in the room, the little boys kind of get pushed out because it's like, we're trying to compete at this level and you can't be there. Like I said many times to Lush, I was like, I think Suspect is a great podcaster. I said, the problem is he has main character syndrome, 1. 2, he's hyper emotional and he does, I told them, and this was on a live, I said, you guys have enabled that man. You guys let this man get away with shit that he couldn't get away with at no other
Hey, look,
podcaster job.
We gonna let Suspect rest in peace right now. You feel me?
Nah, he
His
coming to
job,
kill us
rest
all.
in peace. Prayer hands. If you want to come sit down and let us know his side of the story,
It was me, now
he
it's us.
welcome to come talk about it. You feel me?
Probably y'all in here.
No,
We
nah, cause
We done
we
dirty
done made the whole show about this shit.
We didn't dirt.
Nah, we ain't doing no back doors over here. We gonna make niggas get down. I ain't finna be all that yelling back and forth, cuz. Y'all got a lot of space right there. Get that out the way, cuz. Don't even mention each other no more. That's over with.
That's what I said.
But what you think about your boy Elon Musk saying he's not getting down with Trump's big beautiful bill? He said the whole point of Doge was to cut back on the overspending and this and that. And he said he could see this bill and it's adding on to the overspending. And he's backing away. We like, hold on. You done rigged Twitter so your mans could win. Then when he win, it looked like Trump veered off of the plan. Where Elon like, hold on, cuz this wasn't a part of the plan.
I think it's a calculated move. Same thing with Candace Owens, because she's totally like anti-Trump now. It's a calculated move because they understand that going forward, the Republican Party is going to have to be able to bring in new voters who might be never Trumpers, but will be willing to vote for Republican policies that they agree with. So it makes sense. Trump is in his final term. He has no chance of running again. Might as well distance yourself now. So when it comes to 2028, you could say, well, we separated from Trump over all that other stuff. So trust us now because we're moving forward. I think Trump knows about it. He's in on it. He probably told them to do that because the things Trump is going to implement going forward, they're going to be very unpopular for people who have no foresight. There has to be pain right now because we overspent for the past 4 years. So there's going to be a little bit of pain. But if you're sitting where I'm sitting, everything Trump did is working. The big, beautiful bill is great. The thing you always lose support over is the cutting of government entitlement programs.
Yeah,
so that's what they're separating from.
The snaps and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think he took a step back because we all know Tesla stocks has taken a huge tank since that. They've been demolishing the cars and things like that. So, of course, his business is his business. We all know Elon Musk, money's in stock. He doesn't have it liquidated. So if the stocks drop, that means he technically doesn't have cash, which he can't get loans from the bank. So, of course, you got to separate yourself to revamp and start over.
Yeah.
But also, too, with those government being cut, they're talking about cutting food stamps. They're talking about cutting Medicaid in certain states. So we all have to be funded through Medicare, which is federal. But the thing I do like about the big, beautiful bill, I was looking it up, that they're not going to be taxing tips and overtime.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? For the working class people, I understand that's going to be give them some resources that they didn't have before.
And there's a savings account for anybody born, I believe, after 2024.
It's specifications on that no tax on overtime. You have to make under, I believe it was 160 or 150.
That's for
under 160 or 150. If you make above that, don't apply to you. And as far as the no tax on tips, it has to be optional tips. So if you work at one of them jobs where it's already factored in,
gratuity.
Like, oh, you got 8 people at your table, 15. No, it has to be an option where the customer can say, I don't want a tip, and they still give you a tip. Then there's no taxes on that. So, and you can't use your job. Like, let's say you make $15, $20 an hour. I'm lowballing because that's what most people make nowadays. Nobody up here, but
well, that's the state minimum wage in California.
Yeah, right. So I'm going around there. You can't say, hey, just pay me 15 my normal wage, and then let's make it look like the extra 5 is tips. And we gonna separate that to try to avoid the you can't do that.
Tax implications.
People be doing that.
And
shit.
what's crazy, because that's how they was doing a lot of the immigrants. You could be qualified for a job and be making, the job might pay $25 an hour, like you said, but then they might bring the immigrant in and only pay him $15 for the same job and get you up out the way. So I don't think they're able to do that no more either.
And now there's going to be, I believe a work requirement to receive the Medicaid, isn't there? Where like you have to have a job at this point.
Or do 20 hours
20 hours a week or something like that.
Also, a less tax when you want to send money overseas. So if you want to send, say if you're an immigrant and you have family like in, let's just say Jamaica or something like that, you know how typically when you get your check, it's already taxed. The tax percentage right now is 5%. They're going to drop it down to 3.5. So which will help other people send money back home if they want to do that.
I think Elon Musk, though, leaving is, for me personally, is not surprising. I felt that Elon Musk, his endorsement of Trump was nothing more than an endorsement to begin with. Like, I never even assumed or thought that Doge would come to be. Me personally, that was something that I think they had to do to make it more real for the people who voted for Trump because of Elon Musk, if that makes sense. So I always looked at Elon Musk as just like the Democratic Party who had Beyonce or Cardi B, any one of them people who come up to endorse the presidential candidate to get people to vote for him. That's how I looked at Elon Musk. Yes, he's more knowledgeable. Yes, he has more money, but I didn't necessarily think that he was going to be somebody that was for real in the political game.
Well,
I think
To me personally,
Go ahead. Now, I was going to say, I really think it's just a play on us. I really just feel like they're making us think they're separating from each other and actually are still going to be working with each other behind the scenes. It's just like, it's just more of a power play. Let you do what you need to do over here. I'm going to do over here. So whatever we choose to do, it's going to fall back on Trump. But a lot of those plans, they're still going to map out together.
he did say that at first
Yeah.
too, that he was going to only come in 2 or 3 times a week because of his obligations. And I guess now it just turned into like, I'm gone.
Listen, Elon Musk stock was tanking. Mostly liberals buy Teslas. Elon Musk is a business owner. He has to keep a certain level of public relations to be successful. On top of that, Donald Trump can use these people better if they think they're separate from him. All these people have political aspirations. Every single person, if you notice, Vivek Ramaswamy, he distanced himself from Trump because I think he's going to run for governor of Ohio,
yeah.
right? If you look at what the black man who's the secretary of HUD, Housing and Urban Development, said, he said, look, this country is a country of workers. Work restores dignity. We've become a country of dependence. Everyone, you got healthy people getting Section 8. Like, that's not what that was ever intended for. The system is being abused, and that same tax cut he's giving you on tips and all that overtime, that money got to come from somewhere. So it's like, let's get rid of some of the people abusing the system so we can help who? The workers. And that's what it's supposed to be about. Now the worker has less pressure on them, and that incentivizes more people to go seek work.
Yeah, happy workers, happy country. That's just the
Exactly.
way it is. As long as money's flowing through the economy, the country is booming. It's when they started squeezing the working man and eliminating the middle class, and either you're rich or you poor. That's when you started to see the country in turmoil. Because the country always low key been in turmoil. We just been too able to live life to really notice. Now everybody is sitting crunching pennies. Everybody is noticing every little thing, and it's making life damn near insufferable for a lot of people.
But why is that?
How much?
sorry.
No, go ahead. I want to ask y'all, how much is it impacting small businesses? Because I've seen a lot of people in uproar about that.
It's helping small businesses because, like, even if you have tips like restaurants by law could pay you a certain wage because you get so much on tips. They could calculate that, and then that determines how much you get paid as far as hourly. But the thing I want to point out is this. If one of the reasons our country is so fucked up is because there's a lot of people who are on entitlement programs and they vote for that.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for this person, even though he's the better candidate, because he wants to get rid of this free shit I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just rip all that shit from everybody, now they got to vote based on what's best for who? The worker.
And what about the jobs that's like got shipped out of the country? So right now there's not too many like manufacturing jobs out there. So a lot of people who aren't like educated or aren't skilled workers, they don't have anywhere to go. So that's why they feel like they have to stay on these free programs like county, SNAP, Section 8, whatever the case may be. Because that shit gets passed down like hereditary. Like your mom has Section 8. If something happened to her, it goes to the kid automatically. Not like, hey, let's do an investigation. Are you able to work or not? It just automatically goes down.
Right.
So it never opens up to people who really need it. You know what I'm saying? It's a generational curse. And so a lot of these people are very entitled. So now that's why a lot of people are in uproar, because now it's feel like my life is about to change. Because now what happened was over the weekend, they pushed up the date now. At first it was supposed to be like in 2028. Now they're talking about 2026. They want this to get into effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're trying to take the big, beautiful bill. I think 4th of July, they want to have it in.
Yeah,
I think they just passed it.
No, they just passed it. Is yeah.
Oh, we got the Senate, so it should go.
No, it's good for the next 4 years. Yeah. After 4 years, they gotta re-vote on a lot of it. Hold on, but to his point about the small businesses, I think what you was talking about was this retention credit.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
if
was
the
getting at.
business take the retention credit, what happens is the IRS gets extended powers to audit small businesses for up to 9 years if they take the credit. So that's going to be a huge headache
negative
for
impact,
small
right?
businesses,
Yeah.
right? They get hit IRS on their ass for 9 years if they take the credit. So it's kind of like they damn near incentivizing them to take it, but it's like if you smart, you damn near don't want to take it.
Because
Because
a lot
you
of
got the
time,
IRS in your shit.
At the same time, though, you could say that, but then you could also look at it as a way to make sure that these people take the funds that they're getting and don't misuse them. So if I'm going to audit you for the next 9 years, You have to take the funds and actually put it into the infrastructure of the business. You have to pay the employees. You have to buy certain, equipment and resources for that business instead of maybe you going and getting a new Tesla or a new truck and passing it off as a business expense.
Well,
So it's a possibility that the audit.
but a lot of small businesses, they stay afloat by being able to do a lot of stuff
and they
under the
front
table
load and-
Cash.
without
Yeah,
getting hit
cash.
by the
That's
IRS.
That's
So it's
very
like
true as
now, 9 years of them on my ass
Yeah.
watching my books.
Right,
gonna have to
because
be
that's
very
how
to the
that's how a
point.
lot of the businesses even start to grow because they start and be able to save things from under the table. So it's getting to a point where I'm seeing it as where Trump is a businessman, but he's going to they're really separating the middle. You're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. They're not even giving the chance at this point because, like you said, once they get hit with that and the IRS is on your ass, your shit gets shut down off any mistakes. So I just think it's not a good
Well, I
look for
think
them.
Trump also is trying. Like, I'm kind of piggybacking what you just said. It sounds like you kind of missed the point that Trump is kind of like hating on the entrepreneurship for the minorities because we're the ones that starting small businesses. It's
That's
not
what,
like we
that's
got big
basically what I'm
companies.
getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I think you're basically saying that Trump is kind of like hating on the minority small businesses that's trying to be startup companies because again, most of us don't have big businesses in that manner.
But
So-
but you got to also remember, a small business is any business with less than 500 employees. So this is something I think is targeting the larger small businesses. You owning a donut shop or something, they're not really too much worried about that. But you got a lot of people doing a lot of funny shit, and they've been getting away with like not
Money
paying
laundry.
all types of stuff. And they're
Cleaners.
also funding political candidates. But the thing I'm trying to get at is this: even with the Section 8 cuts, do you realize that Section 8 is driving up the cost of housing? Because
corporations buying.
and also because the government, if the government is going to pay up to $3,500 for a 2-bedroom, where do you think the
You're gonna
landlords are
have to-
going to price their 2-bedrooms? Versus if you get rid of all that fucking Section 8 shit, they might have to say, you know what, I might have to stagger the price because.
but what governments is actually paying $3,500 for
What
two
you mean?
bedrooms?
My aunt pays $13 a month for rent.
Yeah, but and how many areas is that? though?
Carmelitos.
That's no.
Go to
no.
Carmelitos
I
on the
know,
project.
You
but what
can
I'm saying
literally
is
move
that-
on ocean right
what
now.
I'm saying is that is a small percent compared to what people do because a lot of these places, even like I just learned, like some I ain't gonna say just Section 8, but like even healthcare or depending on what type of government assistance that they under, there's a lot of different avenues for that. But they're trying to raise rent on the people that's already not even making the money.
But
to where the point, just so they can make money. They
But
don't even care if the person is disabled. They don't care what type of assistance they're getting. They're still trying to raise the stock on them.
But what I'm saying is, what landlords do is if this guy across the street is getting this much for his apartment, I'm gonna raise my price to that much. And so if the government is willing to pay double the market price, the tenant is only paying $200.
But I was going to say, when they build these big units of apartments or condos, they have to have so many amount of units that are low income.
Right.
They have to do that within California.
Right.
Now, I don't know about the place in the world, but I know in California, if you have just say 100 units, at least 20 of them have to be low income.
But do you know that that's raising the price of all the other units?
Because they have to
That's
pay
how
for
they getting
those
their
that
money
aren't-
back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
get it back from the other tenants.
Fuck
but
that shit.
what's crazy is nobody's watching what's going on with the corporations. We've said it multiple times on the show. I've seen multiple other pods say it. I just saw the article saying Atlanta is no longer predominantly black. So they have hit out there big time. Atlanta went from being mostly homeowners to now they say roughly 60% of Atlanta's metro area is owned by 3 companies. So over 38,000 homes that used to be 38,000 homeowners is now owned by 3 companies. And you have 38,000 homes being rented out and they're never going to sell that property.
Yeah,
Probably.
but
So that's eliminated how many homeowners that's going to be for lifetime renters now?
if that is facts, the only thing I want to say, I seen people in our comments talking about they was living out in Atlanta and basically saying it's still predominantly black. So maybe they don't see what's going on right now, or they're going to be on the way to where the same way they were trying to push people out the projects, or you see people getting pushed out of different neighborhoods like out here,
I'm
the
sure it depends on
gentrification.
where you frequent too.
It
like-
probably their
yeah,
neighborhood
yeah,
is still
yeah.
predominantly
I
black.
can
But when
see
you look
that.
at the overall landscape of it, you like, whoa, wait a minute, cuz this shit is not no longer predominantly black. It's hitting everywhere.
The
We
thing is-
know it hit us hard.
The thing is, if you could eliminate black home ownership, you can get rid of black people because what do black people do when the prices go up? We migrate. We leave. We're one of the only groups that does that.
And that destroyed the nuclear family
prices
as well.
in LA went up. Mexicans doubled down. They said, fuck, we'll move in together. Black people went to Vegas. Vegas high. Now they moving to, they just, black folks are just running all over the United States.
Yeah, it went before you went to Vegas. Before you went to anywhere. But remember, we went to Hey, check this out. Before we went there, remember we was going to the Antelope Valley. Remember we was going to Lancaster, Palmdale, Victorville. We were going there first. Then we shot to Vegas. Then we start moving out of state.
I know a girl talking about
expensive too.
But what I'm saying, but prior to it being expensive, that's what everybody used to get a big ass house. Either your front yard was nice or the backyard was nice. It was one or the other, and you had nothing but land. And that's why a lot of people used to drive way from Lancaster because the house was cheaper than come out here to work in LA. Yeah. Everybody started doing it now.
A ridiculous drive.
Exactly. But now the prices of houses went up
and that
because everybody was doing that.
So desert, like it's so dry. But bro, people like I know a girl right now. She talking about she moving to Needles, California, bro. Needles. That's like on the way to Vegas. I know another chick. She just bought a house in Yermo, nigga. You go past Yermo going to Vegas. Like, what are you gonna do? Either you gonna try to get to this chili, or you gonna just constantly be moving around. Like,
I know people who got houses in Arizona. They work out here Monday through Friday, and on the weekend they fly home on the weekend. So they got a weekend house, but that's the only place they can afford a house. I'd have had coworkers who live up by Big Bear, nigga.
Driving all
They gotta come down here. They got a little camper they sleep in during the week while their wife is at home. So you know what that means? Sancho coming in. Sancho coming in the back door. Like, oh yeah, cuz not gonna be home for 4 days. Nigga, getting her back, bro.
Literally the long.
Oh God, nigga. I'm like, I know people that work out here, live next to Menifee. I'm like, what the fuck is Menifee, nigga?
Right.
But that drive, nigga, that drive is action is every day. So you already know you leave 2 minutes late, freeway cooked. 5 hours of traffic. Hey. That ain't no way to live because you lose at least 10 years off your life in traffic alone.
But people got to start, they got to start voting with their pocket. Like, if the price is too high, just don't take it. But it's always a motherfucker with that tech job or something. They got it now. They'll outbid you today and be getting foreclosed on in a year or two.
But this the problem.
But the prices
they
stay getting boosted up.
The companies are paying. So they're outbidding people. But the company's got unlimited income and they're taking everything. So if this house over here just sold $300,000-$400,000 above what the market price is, guess what everybody else around there finna do? What? Nigga, all my shit going up.
But look what happened
and nobody could afford it.
But
and a lot of them be in cahoots too with that shit.
And niggas was getting houses for $200,000.
But let's just be real. We keep allowing it to wait. If we keep waiting for it to crash, we're going to be waiting for a long time, and then we're going to always get outbid, bro. There's no guarantee it's going to happen.
Stack your chips.
I'm saying you can stack it, but again, playing the waiting game, tomorrow's not promised. You have no idea of when it's going to crash.
Y'all need to just get like me, move out the country. Fuck it.
Nigga, you're here.
No, but I'm retired.
You're a no-jumper employee. Go out the country where? Nigga, fucking, you're going to be in Burbank tomorrow.
Like you ain't just going out there to visit, nigga.
You can't go out there to visit.
Suspect looking for me. But look, honestly, like...
See, that's the shit that got you
exactly. Right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Still throwing darts at Cuz. I'm a Cuz
gonna pull up, nigga. He gonna pull up like Snoop on fucking Baby Boy, nigga. You keep playing.
He gonna give it a look.
Put that window down on
that window.
Bam! You keep playing. I'm telling you, you got to be careful, cuz.
I told Cub about throwing the energy out there.
They gonna pull up on Fig. Look, with a wig on. Hey, look.
This nigga think it's a game out here.
Let a nigga have me lose my job, nigga. What?
I'm plotting.
I done been here since the beginning.
Cuz gonna be ready to drop his nuts. You better hope Cuz stream start crashing.
I'm finna do this on camera.
I ain't been invited back up there.
You ain't going back up there?
Nah, and you know they be live up there too, so that's another thing.
Yeah, he waiting for me outside trying to get me.
I'm telling you.
You better hope Cuz Doe Jumper fans follow Cuz and his shit still go up because he gonna be coming looking.
Hey, y'all shit.
He's been through my way.
Hey, look, we finna get up out of here, Cuz. I got a lot of editing to do. You feel me? Gotta get up 4 a.m. Gotta hit the gym by 5. Y'all already know health is
Hey,
wealth.
tell that nigga stop telling everything he gotta fucking do. This nigga, wow. He don't fuck about that shit.
Feet up, Cuz.
You gotta do the day in the life video, bro. You get a lot of shit done in 24 hours.
On the game, bro. I'm telling you, niggas like, when do you sleep? I tell you, cuz. I sleep when I'm dead.
TikTok, start a new TikTok.
I sleep when I'm dead, cuz. Day in the life of Mr. Viral, cuz. Expect the unexpected. Y'all got any final words, though?
Hey, viral way or no way, man. Stay sucker free like MTV, man. And watch where you throwing shots.
Shout out to the
Especially if you
Viral
living in a
members.
glass house.
Hey, before we go, man, anytime you got issues, address that.
That ain't about you, Brandon. I'm just speaking in
Hey,
general.
no,
That's the message for the day, man. That ain't about you.
Hey, this for Ruckus, man. Address the elephant in the room, bro. Address the elephant in the room.
Druck
head
is
on,
still,
bro.
he ain't playing. He finna run his content up for 6 months off
No.
this.
He finna go home and go
But
live right
that
now.
shit listen, just the way that sounded when Messiah said that shit sound like a major shot. Don't throw rocks for you. And then he sits up and thinks
What
it's
you
down.
mean?
That was taken. That's
And shout out who?
That
I'm speaking to the fans in
that
general.
alone is gonna be taken as more incendiary than anything I said. Just the way you said it, it
No,
was
it's
like
not,
you was
nigga.
gloating.
Nigga,
You was
no,
like,
it's
Take it
not.
to
Bro,
who?
I'm telling
I ain't out here fucking on the internet.
A hit
you
dog
niggas
gonna
punching
holler.
air right now.
A hit dog gonna holler.
What that
Yeah.
mean? No, not by me. I'm telling you, they gonna translate that into something. You about to go viral with that.
Nah.
Y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We finna get up out of here. Go follow Brandon at Defiant Brandon, the ex-Pan-African super gangster now. You feel me?
Hey, go crazy in the comments and let us know, man. Was Brandon right or was Brandon wrong? Run it up.
Right.
Was it a W, Brandon, or L? Y'all let us know.
I've been working out.
If he got a W, put V's in the chat. The viral way.
You lost all the B's in the chat. Niggas far away.
Victory. Yeah.
Bang.
Well, I'll tell you that one.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitch is bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.